Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria.
Is Nigeria
worth dying for with all you have gone through?
See, I don't want to die for Nigeria. No. But I'm prepared to die for my beliefs, my ideals, for the truth. I'm not interested in which Nigeria am I supposed to die for? The same one that sent soldiers to the toll gates to come and murder protesting, armless civilians? Is that the Nigeria I'm supposed to be dying for? The same Nigeria that hauled me across 6 state lines to go and face a non-existent... Look, is that the Nigeria I'm supposed... No. There is a Nigeria that is worth dying for, and that is the Nigeria where my beliefs, my principles, my truth, the same that must be of universal application if you are standing for the truth, where a collection of them can be heard, where the country is built on egalitarian principles. That is the Nigeria that I can die for, not this one. So I'm standing up and speaking to the truth of what I believe, not necessarily because I don't want to die for this Nigeria. It's not worth dying for. Anyone dying for this Nigeria is dying for a lie.
Do you think that 2027 elections might be different from 2023 elections, or you think the politicians will hijack it again? And what's your take on this obedient movement, Peter Obi, a lot of people talking about back and forth infighting in the Labour Party? What's your take on all of that? And Obi's chances in 2027 and this grand coalition these politicians are talking about again? Do you think 2027 election will change anything, or they will just go ahead and just do it the way they normally do it?
You see, Yorubas have a proverb. They say, bí ọjọ́ ṣe máa rí, àárọ̀ láti mọ̀. How the day would progress or turn out will be predicted by the morning. Anybody waiting until 2027 has already lost 2027. It is critical that the Nigerian voice must be heard. It is critical that our votes must count. In the absence of an assurance of the sanctity of our electoral rights, in the absence of a clear and unambiguous statement in law that makes it clear that there must be clear transmission of results from beavers to IREV, that there must be independent candidacy to take away the monetized delegate system, and that there must be diaspora voting. In the absence of a democratization of the process of election itself, there is a waste of time. You already have a situation where Wike's cousin, or was it his nominee, his former, somebody connected to him was the one conducting elections in Edo State as the resident electoral commissioner. What do you expect? What kind of result are you expecting? Even if the people are selling their votes, let them be able to sell an effective franchise. Let the vote count. When we've done that, we can start talking about all these grand coalitions. I don't believe in any one of those fraudulent platforms. It is the people themselves we need to be uniting, not politicians. Politicians are already united. The only thing that disunites politicians are usually the sharing arrangement and formula. Whether the Labour Party is disintegrating, I can't care less. I am not a member of their party. None of these parties have any ideological root, and they are not connected to the people. If they are connected to the people, they should be focused on ensuring that there is electoral reform, not all this stupid infighting that is orchestrated by who is getting to share what and who is jostling for what post. I can't care less about what is happening amongst them. As far as the obedience are concerned, what I know, and I have said repeatedly, is that long before there was a Mr. Peter Obi, there was already an obedient movement. It is that same movement that was there during NSAS. It is merely a collection of Nigerians who are...
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people. We don't come again. Thank you so much for your time with us today. We have two topics to present to you guys today, but I just wanted to quickly come in first so we can I can acknowledge some of you right there. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Once again, today is 4th Tuesday, February 2025. One of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. Good evening to you. Thanks for being there for us all the time. I appreciate you always, and I love you so much. Then we have more people right there already, more comments right there on the comment section. But I'd like to start with Miracle B. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Good evening to every one of you, my people. Starting Media Production. I'm not sure if I pronounced it properly, but still, I appreciate you. Good evening to you, Emmanuel Schultz. Thank you, Sabovo Kwangai, Rosemary Osas, Ajay Deborah in the building. Wisdom Lucky with us as well. Jota Ho is right there. Clifford is with us. God bless you all, my people. Then we have Tombra TV is right there with us. Hello. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. I appreciate you. Thank you. He's Lucky. I can see you right there now. James is with us. Christian CXL. Thank you very much. Kate Morrissey in the building. Good evening to you. Lucy Eno. Thank you. Thank you, my people. God bless you all. Maui Ezra Oshoan Asimota. Good evening to you. I appreciate you. Good evening, good evening. Good evening to every one of you. Now God bless you. Madam Amy Bright with us. Good evening to you, ma. Thank you very much for all that you do. Kislogeraki is with us as well. We have Osaigi, or dare I say, Osaya Daddy with us. Amaka E in the building. God bless you all. Dixon Dagmon is with us as well. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Nena Ogbona in the building. Nena Ogbona, where have you been? You don't leave us for streets. Tele, we'll never hear from you. It's good to hear from you. Ben Osahon, my brother, it's good to see you right there. Tony South, thank you, George. Fosa Igbenedion is with us as well. God bless you all. Onyewa, thank you very much. God bless you all, and God will bless you now. Osaro, I can see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening to every one of you, my people. I'd like us to just move on right now. The state of the nation, I really thank Delere Farotimi and Rufai for putting that together. What I picked there was very, very one point, although they talk about so many things, but is the 2027 and if Nigeria worth dying for. Nigeria did not. Can you die for Nigeria? Right? Put it on the comment section. Can you die for Nigeria? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Put it on the comment section. Then 2027. The referral to me telling us that no anybody that is hoping for 2027 is already gone. Is already the 2027 already reigned. I'll be waiting to talk for you all the time. It's just like somebody telling me, put yourself together. Let's do it all over again, 2027 and all that. I even said it a couple of days ago here, maybe 3 days ago, that me, I would not. So, if, for example, Peter Obi comes out again to say he wants to contest 2027, I will not support anybody because I will not openly support Peter Obi. So, because of that, I will stay neutral. But I'll open my platform for those of you that want to support any of the candidates to use it to support them. So there is no way. I hate fighting a battle that you already know that you will certainly lose it. With Mahmoud Yakubu, the head of INEC, there's no way you are going to do that. In fact, in case you're not aware, in 2027, most Nigerians will not come out of their house to go vote if electoral reform is not put in place. A lot of Nigerians will come out to go vote in 2027. And I won't put my energy like I did in 2023, supporting Peter Obi, hoping, we thought that, yes, what we all have been praying for, what our forefathers all have been praying for, is about to happen to have a better Nigeria. In the broad daylight, they slap us for face. Nothing happens in tomorrow. The same thing will happen in 2027. I want everybody to know that. So for me, I will not be part of it. But the platform will be there, just like we did in Edo State. The platform will be there for everyone to campaign for their own preferred candidates. Yeah. I can see a lot of you responding to my questions. Can you die for Nigeria? Some of you are saying no, no. Majority of you are saying no, no, no. But I have about 2 persons that say, yes, I can die for Nigeria. Clement Ojo said yes. Ajio Deborah said yes. Okay. That's good. At least we have people that say, okay, I can die for Nigeria. So it's crazy. It's crazy to see the way we're going right now. 2027, Tinubu will be very, very difficult to unseat. It will be very, very difficult to unseat. Let's say it how it is. Even though Peter Obi end up joining Angel in the heaven, it will still be difficult because as long as Mahmoud Yakubu is there, how are you guys going to do that? So I thought I should come in on that. But I would like us to listen to what Omoyele already have to say here because I have a couple of things to present today. Guys, press on the like button, help us to share, press on the dollar sign, encourage what we do here if you can. That would be very, very appreciated. Let's listen to Omoyele already.
To have the right pension. What has happened is unbelievable, Nigerians, that anybody that is an Inspector General of Police, that is from the AIGs to the IGP, they are on a different pension scheme. Anybody that is from Commissioner of Police to the constables, they are on a slavish pension scheme. That is to say, when they are done with their 35 years of service, they get a gratuity of less than 2 million naira. When we were growing up, and this was something I changed with someone upstairs earlier, our parents were in the civil service. We do everything to keep us going to school because they know that when they retire, their gratuity will be the first time they will buy land. Some of them buy cars, and some of them go on vacations with their gratuity. But the gratuity of Nigerian police and several other workers today, when they finish working for 35 years, is not up to 1 week allowance of a senator or a House of Rep member. 1 week after working for 35 years. I mean, what country are we in? And like we said the last time, we are not doing this because elections are coming. We are doing this because people exist in this country that deserve a better life. And we believe that the resources of Nigeria can serve the Nigerian people. So, but we cannot have resources of Nigeria go round when you have greedy people cornering everything that belongs to everybody, to a few. That is why you see that we are in these struggles, and that's why they drag us from court to court for cyber crime, treason, and all these foolish and frivolous and reckless charges that you have seen. Either it is, if it's not coming from the DSS, it's coming from police or their affiliates. Or the other strategy they use is to go to court and sue us for libel. I have 15 libel cases, 15 at the FCT court alone. Tomorrow, I'm going to be facing another libel case against Fayemi, the man who constructed an airport that did not have any flights land there. And he wants to become the ambassador of Nigeria to the United States. And now that Tinubu is probably not going to give him the ambassadorship, he has put his leg on one of the fake activism project that they just started with El Rufai and the rest of them. And one leg in APC, one leg in new PDP. Maybe they will create a new APC too, again. So these are some of the things that are important to us. But we want to also continue to assure our citizens, brothers, sisters out there, that there's no reason to be afraid of anybody in this country. In fact, what has led to the decadence in our society, the oppression that you have seen over time, is that so many of you are too fearful. Even when you have not been charged with anything, you are afraid. Even when you have not been slapped by police, you are afraid. You are afraid in your dreams. You are afraid in your houses. Your father is afraid. Your mother is afraid. Your sister is afraid. And then you transfer the fear to your children. And then you have a society that is fearful of both the seen and unseen signs of oppression.
All right. Omoyele Sowore have been doing excellently well for a while, for the past years. No matter how you want to look at Omoyele Sowore, left or right, any angle you try to look at this man is doing well. Any angle is doing well. Yes, to be honest, he's very, very vocal. Very, very vocal. Anybody would love to have Omoyele Sowore in their team if you want Nigeria to work. Whether you like him or not, we have to say it how it is. I was speaking and speaking and speaking. But meanwhile, I'd like us to take this article on the screen. Nigerian police don't travel all the way to Canada. A retired Nigerian police, he go seek asylum. A whole former Nigerian police travel all the way to Canada, go seek asylum. Canadian judge deny him the asylum. What did they talk about and why they deny him? It shocked me, not be small. They say Nigerian police are fraudulent, that they take bribe, that they do this, that they extort, that they torture, that they do everything to their own citizen. So because of that, we will not grant you asylum in our country. Because, but this man be don't retire now. So I say don't retire. How come say this one it can't be like this? Retired Nigerian police officer appealed to review his asylum refusal was denied by Madam Justice Ingo of a federal court in Ontario, Canada, on the ground that the Nigerian police force is notorious for extortion, bribery, and other vices that vitiate the ex-officer's case. Wahala. Like say the best way the judge will deny am. So be like a Nigerian woman, the way they look out, so they denied by Madam Justice Ingo. I'm sure say this Ingo not be Nigeria. This woman come from. Now wow. The police name. Okay, let me read. Following the two asylum rejection. The first by the Refugee Protection Division, ROPD, and the other by the Refugee Appeal Division, ROAD. Martis Peter Owankolo sought the court's assistance to review the unfavorable decision of the immigration agencies, citing unreasonableness and breach of procedural fairness. But Ms. Go, in October 24, dismissed Mr. Owonkolo grievances as ill conceived, stressing that the ROPD and ROAD, I don't know what all this email, now we did, I know what email, were right to deny him asylum, given a section of the Canadian law forbid the issuance of refugee status to persons who have committed serious no political crimes before coming to Canada. When would they tell una, say, treat your people well? When I say no, now una be the second mini God. If you talk to us, we will beat you, we will arrest you, we will do anything. Say now, Sam, for where he pass, he may go hide, put now, make it do asylum for them now. And then they hold on for neck like this. He said, you are not going anywhere. And I don't know, say, most of us want to treat anyhow. We hold better position for our country, other of our country, UK, Canada, America. These things can happen. It's just like as Kemi now, you know, I tell whole Nigerian politicians for next. So, some of us, they say, she to talk, she not to talk. She to talk. The talk where they talk for your whole country, are they listening to you? Why BC Kemi now that they listen to them? Sometimes I ask ourselves, what do we really want? First, they talk for you now from the top. Some say to talk. Me and you, where they talk for inside Nigeria, they don't hear our voice. They go here, they go use the most expensive wine, take cool lamp. That's it. I better put the next channel. Next. They put on and say, wait till that one they talk. Daddy, they are saying that you guys are corrupt. So, yeah, remove it, put the other one. What's that one saying, my daughter? So, Daddy, this one is also saying that you people stole money, billion, 100 billion Kogi. Remove it, put the other one. That's what they don't listen to you and I. The one way that they listen to when I say to talk. Doesn't say we are confused. Some of them say, no, you can either get to the national blah 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 and be destroying your country, the national blah 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 blah, international blah blah blah. What are you talking about? The tell person where they beat make you not cry. I will want to cry. You are not telling me I want to cry. If I want to cry, I bend my mouth, go left. Me say no, I want to bend, go right. Say no, you must bend it to left. That's what some of us are doing to ourselves. We are very, very confused. We are confused. So APA, they say they deny APA, and not the IGPO, but I don't know why they put IGP push over there. Now people's guys that I report this one. But one APA like that, they say that they want bundle I enter the next available flight, and the bundle I call Nigeria, make us stay with them. But meanwhile, I like us to move on. But if we have to talk about IGP, I still get news concerning this IGP as well. IGP. You know, see, they say, among this already drag IGP, not be small thing. He say, turn it over. Say, me IGP pack it low, make it go house. IGP say, you know, they go anywhere in the Gidigba. Daily Trust don't come out now and say, your time in service is over and over. Now, Murik, IGP, this one, so I'd like me to take one or two paragraphs quickly. The Muslim right concerned Murik has warned against tenure extension for Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Ogbetoko. See, now the Muslim people, now they talk and say, your time is over, get out, go home. Now be me talk more, now they talk. But when so already talk that day, now some of them say, hey, it's to talk. Because we are confused. So people then now they listen to me now because they say, oh, this boy, to the talk. Okay. The whole thing is affecting all of us. We are sharing it. All of us, they share up. The situation that is beneficial to you today that you pretentiously ignored is still going to come back tomorrow to haunt you, whether you like it or not. We are sharing it. I wish some of us that is genuinely fighting for Nigeria to be better. We are not part of the people sharing from it. It would have been much better. Maybe now they share up. But unfortunately, they affect all of us. IGP, APA, they say your time don't finish. And you say you know they go. Can you explain to us why you know one go? That's all. That's all I'm asking. Why you can't say you are not going anywhere? Your time is over. You say you're not going. And I can be like, say, Tinubu now, if you don't say the time now, after, I don't know, if you win for 2027, for now come for me. If you win 2027, maybe that one don't elapse. You know, a pack can't go, a pack can't say, I don't go anywhere. It don't fair happen before for Africa. Those Uganda, Zimbabwe, Elomo. It don't fair happen. Not the way our leaders, our African leaders, not the way they know if you do. We will they talk now, say make it not happen. I say we to talk. Abi, it's okay. If you're too hot, many of us, me and many of our wonderful Nigerians that is listening to me here, that is privileged to have a second home, go pack our luggage. As my brother Blackpata, I talk and see me, I pack my luggage and baggages, make I go back to my country. We go pack them, pack, don't take off. Yes, now, on our so they talk, right? We'll go from that side, they say, okay, how far, how are they live on? That is it. Because the only way Nigeria can be better, we must speak in one voice. And what I'm saying, we have a lot of divisions amongst us. In most cases, we don't like ourselves. We are jealous of ourselves. We hate ourselves for a reason I don't know. Maybe for selfish interest, or I don't just know. Me coming here every day, some people don't just like it. They don't like it. That's why you see they attack us all the time. I'm only doing my part, which I know. Small picking of yesterday. I just do my part. My wonderful panelists, they are doing their part. My callers, my commenters, we are just doing our part. That's all. We pray in Nigeria work in our time. For you, where they say, I for talk like this, I for talk like this. For where I talk and reach, you should continue from there. And if you want to continue from there, come to the panel. I will put and make you big. I will put you very big for big screen. You open your camera. Then you come talk am. That way you say I not fit talk well. You come here. I open am. Everybody go see you put it for cinema. You talk am. Those hypocritical statements. Now I say that was if I hear talk like this, if I hear like this, I talk like this, and you dey inside darkness, we don't know, we don't even know who they talk. You say more talking like that. For where my sense reach, now there they talk rich. That's what they be. What do I know? Let's move on. Like I talk, we get a couple of lawa. But meanwhile, I appreciate you all my people. I'd like us to move on. It's easy not to this thing we get for there, right? But before I'll come to that last one, more listen to this, our brother. The video they circulate everywhere because they make a carrier come give now. More listen.
All right, good morning. My name is Dala Alfonso, and I am here in Abuja at the moment. During breakfast this morning, I saw something that was really disturbing, and so I thought, somebody needed to say something about it. Now, I titled this, I'm not sure what to call it, a rant or venting or just wanting to make sure that there's a change. What is the life of a Nigerian worth? What is the life of a Nigerian worth? Now, let me take you back a little bit into my life's journey so that you can understand where I'm coming from. About 22 years ago, I was flying from Singapore, coming back to Nigeria on business. And the plane in which I was traveling in got hijacked. 125 people died at the point of that crash. About 50 of us survived the initial impact and were hospitalized in the Comoros Islands. Within 24 hours, there was a plane that arrived and airlifted all Americans. Aircrafts arrived to airlift all the Europeans. They took out all the Israelis. I mean, anybody from any nation, even South Africa, came and got their citizens. Nigeria, we did not even get to see any person. The earliest we saw someone was after we had been airlifted to the hospital in Nairobi. Somebody showed up and gave us $200 each. Days after many Nigerians were killed in the plane crash and nobody was there to account for them. Now, coming back home, I drive the roads and see the state in which our roads are. Look at our airports. Look at our there's no infrastructure. I mean, human beings are living worse than animals in other parts of the world. And yet we have functional governments. We have individuals who are siphoning the wealth and the resources of this nation for personal gains. They won't even go to the same hospitals that they claim they are opening for the average citizens because they're busy sending their kids and their families abroad for treatment and for education. And yet we keep voting the same people in every time. Yet the average Nigerian does not even think it is okay to stand up and challenge the status quo. This makes no sense. I do not understand the logic behind this. Now, this morning I was watching the news and I saw that 16 people had been arrested as suspects for the killing of 7 herdsmen. Now that rings a bell, because barely weeks ago we had tens, I think about 76 if I'm getting this correct, men, women and children, some unborn, butchered, and nobody said anything. There was a mass outcry. There was a mass burial of innocent civilians just living in their homes, trying to put food on the table, and they were butchered, and nobody said a thing. The government did not even think it was appropriate for even the president to show up, where close to 100 of your citizens are killed and nobody did anything about it. But in the last 24 hours, 7 herdsmen were killed in the same area where these innocent people were killed and nobody had done anything for weeks. Within 24 hours, the police had been dispatched. 16 people have been arrested, and the police is making an outcry about it. This is the height of injustice. This is the height of insensitivity. Somebody needs to stand up and speak up, because this is ridiculous. This is not right. It's unethical. No nation treats its citizens like this. Now, please listen to me and listen to me closely. I am not an advocate for violence. I am not supporting the loss of life in any way. It doesn't matter if it is civilians or herdsmen or whoever it is. A life is a life. I am not in support of killings or anything, but I'm simply saying that our government's approach to the matter is lopsided and it is wrong. You know, there's a saying in Hausa, Allah ya isa. It simply means that God is able. God is a just God. You cannot treat people anyhow and expect that there is one greater than you that will keep quiet and watch it. But more importantly, what are we as Nigerians doing about it? Why is it okay for our fathers, our mothers, our daughters, and our children to be raped and pillaged and killed and nobody can say anything about it? What is normal about people being killed just being at home? What is the Nigerian life worth? Maybe that's why nobody's saying anything. There are kidnappings, there are robberies, there are murders going on every single day. I mean, you kill a whole human being. A whole human being is being killed for 1 million naira, which is less than $3,000. How much is the life worth? Have we reached that point where life has no value whatsoever? Have we reached? Do you know what it means for this heart to keep beating? Do you understand what it means for this dynamic human being to be put together? We may not have any value for it, but life is worth something. Let's stand up for the sanctity of life. If we don't want to stand up for anything, let's stand up for just this one thing, that life is worth something. Let me tell you something. If an American gets abducted, in fact, funny enough, something recently happened like that. I think I understood that some Americans and some Europeans were abducted in Kaduna. And within a matter of days, they were found. Why? Because the nation understands the value of a life. The nation understands the importance of its government. The government understands its responsibility to ensure that all of its citizens are catered for, are cared for, and are covered by the entity called a government. It is the sovereign responsibility of every nation not only to protect, but also to provide for the people of that nation. But what is our government doing? What are our leaders doing? What qualifies them to even be called leaders if they do not even care about the sanctity of life? Every Nigerian has become a government to himself. The average Nigerian provides his own electricity, provides his own water, provides his own security. Then why do we need a government? You can't even go out on the streets without the fear of somebody mugging you or killing you simply because they think you have something they can take. When was the last time our nation was able to provide something as simple as jobs? We have graduates graduating out of colleges of out of universities in droves and just being pumped into the unemployment market. When are we going to create jobs? When are we going to create security? When are we going to provide the basic necessities? I'm talking about the basic utilities like food, water, roads, electricity. A nation like Nigeria is still struggling with a common sickness called malaria. It's sad. Every Nigerian has become a pharmacist and a doctor by himself because he knows that he can. It just blows my mind. I do not understand how. And yet, we have everything, both human and natural resources, that most of the developed nations are dying for. What is a Nigerian life worth? I just hope you won't just watch this video and just look away. Because, share this video. I don't know who is going to hear this, but this is not right. This is not right. This is unfair. It's not dignified for human beings to live like this. We don't even have emergency posts. First of all, the roads are bad. So if you're in a car accident or something, God help you. You can't even find good medical treatment within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I've seen young people in their 20s, in their 30s, dying in the last few years simply because they don't have access to simple things like a dialysis machine in an entire state. And yet, we're calling ourselves the giant of Africa. The giant of what? What qualifies us? What is the basis? Who gives us the right for that? No, it's not fair. It's not right. We need to stand up as a people. It's enough is enough. Listen, Nigerians are we're very obedient people in our own way. But our obedience are being leveraged on by people who understand our culture. What does that mean? You see, we do not complain about the things that we want to see change, or we complain about it, but we do not put our foot down. For instance, you go to a hotel and the hotel says, hey, we're providing you buffet. Like breakfast buffet or something, which is okay. You've paid for the service. But when you come out, they'll tell you, oh, the food is finished. And the typical Nigerian will be like, okay, and just walk away. Why? You've paid for the service, for God's sake. Somebody has to stand up and say, go provide it. You need to start standing up for what is right. Until we as citizens of this nation begin to stand up for what is right, those individuals that call themselves leaders, who have only found their way into the political arena because of how they can gain, they can be able to siphon from the masses, will continue to treat us worse than livestock. And I mean that literally. We are a nation of laws. We need to know our laws. We need to know our rights. And it is the right of every Nigerian to stand up for the basic things that make it right for living. Your life is worth something. Start speaking up. Your life is worth something. Don't settle for just anything. Your life is worth something. It is time for us to rise up and stop this nonsense. We are Nigerians. We're some of the smartest people on earth. We're some of the most innovative people on earth. A Nigerian will always find a way around every obstacle. This obstacle called the mess in this nation, we need to find a way around it. And politicians are not the solution. As a matter of fact, they are part of the problem. They have formed a cabal that has been built around an endemic culture of corruption. The corruption is so deep, it's almost like a cancer. The only way it can be resolved is almost by literally tearing out the fabric of the nation. But we will not get there. We will find a way if you and I can stand up and speak up honestly. This makes no sense. What is a Nigerian life worth? And I want you to think about this honestly. I want you to think about this critically. Share this video. Let the truth be told. This year, let every Nigerian, this is a new year, it's a new opportunity for us. Listen up and stand up for what is right. Enough is enough. As we say it here back home, you know, we can do anything. Nigerians are innovative. Nigerians are amazing people. We can touch the stars if we want to. But we cannot do it without, first of all, being unified and knowing our rights. Stand up. Begin to fight. Speak up. Don't be silent. Because as long as we're silent, those people in positions of authority will think it is absolutely okay to treat us like trash. We are not. We stood up when the president of another nation referred to our continent as a shithole. We were all angry, we were all up in arms. But what about how your own government is treating you? Why can't you stand up with the same tenacity? Why can't you stand up with the same anger? Why can't you do something about it? There are only very few voices speaking, but those voices aren't loud enough. Alone we're a voice, but when we come together, we are a force that can be reckoned with. It is time for every Nigerian to stand up and start speaking. It is time for every Nigerian to stand up and say enough is enough. It is time for every Nigerian to get up and say my life is worth something. You are not a platform for other people to attain to their dreams and their objectives. You are a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that gives you a right like any person, irrespective of what part of the nation they come from, whether from the south, the east, the north, or the west, whatever tribe or tongue they speak. You have the same rights because you carry the same passport. In your body flows the same red blood, and you have the same cells. So do not settle for anything less. Enough is enough. So I just hope that any well-meaning Nigerian, anybody in Nigeria, anybody that cares a little bit for the destiny or for the future of this nation needs to stand up and start doing what is right. Stand up and start speaking up for what is right. Enough is enough. And I really hope that we can begin to do something about this, because too much of this mess has kept us, I mean, below human dignity. So I really hope that somebody will get this message and in your own little way begin to speak up. And let the corners, it's already election season. Let us get up and find men and women who have the heart of the nation. We're not talking about individuals with empty promises. We're talking about people who understand the value of a life. Let them start working for us. We put them there to work for us. They are not there to work for themselves. So it is time for every Nigerian to get up and speak. God bless you.
That's a wonderful message right there from our Concerns Nigeria. What I pick so much from there is that we all should stand up and start speaking. This is what I talk about all the time, even some of us. He also mentioned that few people are speaking, but they are not being encouraged. And I talk this thing all the time. If some people even get bored of you that is speaking already, the same people who are crying, we want a better Nigeria, we want this, some people get bored of you. It's just few people that is talking. And I don't talk this so many times on this platform. Few, very, very few. And these few are not being encouraged. Some people might think that you're doing it for your selfish interest, whereas the people that are actually doing things for their selfish interest are working with the politicians, and they are benefiting a lot from it by working with the politicians. You know that politicians will give you anything if you stand with them. So, in case you are thinking that, yeah, the people that are speaking are doing it for their selfish reason, they would have done it in a proper way. If you think, yes, if they were really doing it for their selfish reasons. So in don't not be made they send this message now. In don't tell you now, say speak. No matter how small is your platform. This man, he don't do this video. Unfortunately, a lot of big bloggers will not share this kind of videos. No, because this one not concern blow, not concern backyard and all those things. So they're not they share this kind of video. Yeah, that's the truth. This kind of video not they go viral. Now only people like us go they now if we play this kind of video if we see them. If we not play them, just know say we not see them. There's no way I will see anybody speaking concerning what is affecting us in our country. Then I go pass them and I go play them. No, I'll play it for free. If you send out to bloggers now, they will charge you for it. Make him by himself reach out to one of the big bloggers. Say, please, can you play my video on your platform? They'll tell us say 500,000 naira just to play it there. This is not a lie. Make you reach out to them in the inbox. Make you share how much they charge. Now, only Nigeria wants to do everything for free. Yes, we just do everything for free and we take it like that. It's sad. But I like us to move on. You know, say, as you can see there, the ongoing deportation in the US, what is your take? Have you invested back home? It's a big question that many of us need to take very, very seriously. Some of us look down on the people who invest in Nigeria because I've seen one or two persons always saying, oh, don't invest in Nigeria, invest in America, invest in the UK, invest here. There's nothing wrong in investing in the UK or America. But you're investing in just UK or America and you're not investing back home, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. That is it. You are making the biggest mistake of your life. Look at the deportation that is currently going on right now. What about the people they caught unaware and they don't put them for inside plane? They carry them, they call Nigeria. Some of them have arrived already with information that we are receiving. So where are you going to start from? Yes, we understand that our country is not working, but it's still working. Nigeria remains the best country in the world. I've said it so many times. Some of you have attacked me on it. Some of you will come and trying to be doing some kind of comparison. The only few things we don't want me to fix for Nigeria, I mean Nigeria be number one. Is Nigeria, my country, I value, in fact, my country, Nigeria, remains the best country in the world. So this particular topic today is to talk about the ongoing deportation and encourage people, if you have not started investing back home, you should start now. But meanwhile, let's take on this, that the first video, then we'll come back to it extensively. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all.
This is my bag, right? See my bag. I think you see the passport. This is my bag. They have carried somebody that I know. She's a citizen. Now we do Uber for her from detention camp. So I am speaking on what I know. I'm not speaking on then say news. So my name is Halima. I am a citizen and I will speak for my experience. This country, then give me green card with my children and then revoke them.
Yes.
Anybody that knows me will tell you this.
You never say anything.
So when people do not, I speak from my own experience. I'm not speaking of anybody's experience. When they revoked my paper, they investigated me to the villages I came from. So many people know they joke with this country, say, oh, it go shake for 1 month, it go shake. I speak from my experience. Anybody that is online here that knows me will tell you about. I live in Atlanta. I used to live in Chicago. When my story hot, it did paper. Then send me letter say I be threat to national security because of job where I don't do before outside America that I wasn't even living in America. And they just come visit. So you see, certain things. I know 2 people now, they've received deportation notice. And one of them had 2 children, now American citizen. But she came with B1 visa.
Okay.
Since, like this other man here is saying, he said Nigerians will come here, they know what to do. They not go do, they go say, who blue passport they help. After all, I make more money.
Yes.
Who blue passport they help. Don't reach time now where we say, we go carry. I just applied yesterday for ID card passport. So that I'm not going to carry this one. They were stay inside my bag. Because when they pull you over, they let you explain. Then they carry you go. They have carried 2 Americans. It's all over the news. The woman,
my sister,
the American.
wait first.
So people sitting down and talking. Look, let's just learn from this thing.
Can you play?
Let's learn. I speak from my own experience so that the free. My children are here. I can call them. We sit down for
may the Lord bless you.
We sit down in the house. FBI arrive, give me letter, say then give me 30 days to leave the country, and I don't commit crime.
My sister, may God bless you. Let us not stress it. If I talk now, to say Sabil don't insult people when they stay for Texas. This statement where Bogoli come here can't do. This thing when Bogoli come here can't do. Now Texas mentality. That the fish now so they be for Texas. They don't get paper. Now me they tell you Sabil. They not get paper. They will tell you. They will tell you say. They will tell you say nothing they have to for America. Now that mentality come here call counter. Let me tell you something. People, hold on now, my brother. I know you be last. I don't leave you since you go talk English. People they talk for comment section. Say leave on. Go ahead.
People that know me will tell you my story of how immigration deal with me for this country. I not commit crime. I never do 419 before. I never do anything illegal. I enter. I never overstay. I've been all over the world. Then wake up one morning, say, Nani, they won't do case with, and they will deal with you.
Can never change.
Then give me, then collect, then revoke, even this blue passport, then go revoke them when they decide say they won't revoke them.
No, we are going too far.
When you go for ceremony, everybody where they America, when you go for ceremony, then they play video for you, then they tell you, say, even this passport, what will they give you? We go collect them. Even if you get red light, traffic tickets. So people need to actually be citizen, but I they carry passport because I get 2 pikin. By the time they carry me reach detention center, I feel on the Murtala Mohammed Airport. Before I go, they explain myself, say,
that's a lie.
They not get time.
No, you not go reach there. You not go reach that level. You not go reach that level. It will only cause delay. You not reach that level.
Why we do this now?
Don't check whether you be citizen or not.
God. Oh God.
No, the point. My sister, you go too far. Hold on. She the best,
They careful.
This lady the best. Oh Lord.
If they pull me over, you understand?
My sister. See, hold on, my sister. I want to say
from
something.
My experience,
my
so I'm not.
No, madam. They not go reach that level. The only thing I just want Bogolis to focus. He don't talk him. We don't make this argument.
You don't go abroad. You know, say if they go person, then go carry. Now they are country.
Before they clear yourself.
Do you know how many Nigerians? Do you know how many Nigerians were even taken to Ghana? The time of Ghana must go.
My sister.
So my brother, I want to say people no fear.
No.
Make people know you. This orange man, welcome. I they talk at me. I they talk and say me. I no vote. I no vote to the woman. I no vote. You know, understand? Because he's a person, like somebody said,
to avoid delay.
A statement. He likes to say the first time in America, He likes to make a statement. You understand? And this thing, me and my daughter, we drove to the store yesterday. Egg where we they buy $19.99. The white box egg in Walmart. Go to Walmart now and find out. It's $32.99. We buy them yesterday night.
Yes.
So it will affect everybody, citizen or no citizen.
I just explained that the reason for the egg increase is as a result of this bird flu going on. There's a bird flu. Let's not misinform ourselves because a lot of people are saying it's because
Now
of what
today,
is
bird
going on.
flu don't they? My brother, I've
No,
been
no,
living in
no,
this
no,
country for so long.
no.
Bird
Hold
flu
on.
don't
Let me
they?
explain.
Don't they jump up
Wait.
like that?
Wait, now. Okay, I'll give you an example. What's going on in Nigeria today with tomato prices that have crashed? People were saying tomato went up, wanting. It was because there was a tomato disease. Now today, the 150,000, the tomatoes that they are selling for 150,000 naira per basket in Nigeria is sold for 10, 15, 20,000 naira today. So the point I'm trying to make here, my sister, is that if they stop me, I will abide by the rules and regulations. If they want to detain me, fine, and they will check and they will see my status. They will say, okay, now city.
Why not avoid it by carrying your ID?
I have my, as an American.
Bongoli.
Wait. As an
Hold on now.
Wait, my sister.
Wait,
Hold on.
Bongoli.
Wait.
Let him talk, madam. Let him talk now. I want to say something. Let him talk.
I go let you talk. Sabiu, when you are walking, when you are walking on the road, I know that
Watching me.
Oh, Daddy freeze. I want to make a point. No. This fear mongering.
This the way you want to talk, you know the
It's not fear mongering. What are you talking about? Fear
don't
mongering.
understand.
My brother, because you never get immigration here, why you they talk like this?
Wait, somebody just made the point.
There are 800 people watching me on Instagram. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. DA2 is
Daddy freeze.
Bongoli, go and buy. Bongoli, go buy. Go buy star.
Daddy freeze. Amara star, am I worry? Amara in to star, Lord, am I worry?
No, buy am now. Bongoli, just shame all of us. Buy am now.
Later, not now.
Chichi Ubama,
Sabio. Any
brother, I didn't hear you.
Anybody, and my sister here, anybody in America, Alimat.
Yes, sir.
Alimat. Anybody in America that you walk out of your house or your apartment or wherever you are living or where you reside in, you must always have a form of identification on you. So when you made that statement, I'm like, wait, Sabio, hold on. Is it that when you leave your place of residence, you don't have an identification with you? You should always have an identification.
Let me answer that now. You ask a question. Can I answer it?
It's not about ID card now.
So if you carry a driver license that is given to illegal immigrants, hold on now, that we know that the way US is configured now, driver license, even people that are not legal immigrants, they have it. So are you telling me you want to show ICE driver license? ICE does not look at driver license. Come on, man. It's like you saying
not a form of identification. No, what are you talking about?
No, not of your immigration status. Not your immigration status. They want to see your what's your legal status in this country.
If you're legal, hold on, please, ma. If you're legally residing in America, why must you hold your form of what's it called, immigration?
This guy not they understand what they talk here.
Bongoli, see, there are states in America.
So, Bongoli, let me ask you one question. Hold on, madam. Hold on, madam.
In America, where if you come into the country, they will give you ID. You not get green card. Then go give you private. And yes, people, I know say those things they run for the state.
They rock.
They not say people feel they live for Atlanta now. Then go that state. Go collect that state ID. Remember, I said the ID go show the state. I know they can't ask you for ID because anybody go get ID. You understand?
I don't wonder whether not
status. Your immigration status now your green card or your passport. The American guy where them pick go Google them. Anything.
Thank you. So what are you not saying?
Where them pick, you know, come from Africa. Now black American for inside this country. The man
I don't understand.
I'm an American. They say where your identification, birth certificate. Now they even ask the guy. The guy they shout. That thing went viral. They still carry a reach detention camp. They see consent, family still screenshots sent before they release them.
These videos are there.
About fear.
Nobody
the American citizen.
said they go carry you citizen go house. That is not what we are saying. We are saying why don't avoid the delay.
Why you not go
Okay,
avoid that delay?
Bogoli, you dey work now. Blessing and work you dey or somewhere.
Where
I know
are
they
you?
see you. I dey see this lady here. I know they see you. Hold on. Okay. Regardless, if you are going home, God forbid, I stop you. You don't claim citizen here. Oh, we believe you are a citizen. Now I pull you down. Hold on now.
You are just
hold on.
Personal attack. No,
hold on now.
No. Let me finish. You've thrown personal attacks at me. You've thrown like 3 personal attacks at me, but I just ignored.
Attack
3.
How did I attack?
Now, so now they think for Texas. Una mentality for
no,
Texas.
No. That one not be attack. That one is a fact statement. It's a fact statement.
You threw something at me. Now you're throwing another one now. But
you know, say Texas near Mexico. So most of the people were there. It be like say because they eat many Mexican food. Hold on. Because the truth of the matter be say the way some of them they talk. Yes, not you. I'm attacking the entire Texas people. I not give a damn. Listen.
All right, guys. I'm going to stop it right there. I only just brought that in because that those people want to see where they talk for there. They joined the phrase a couple of hours ago from America, and they were talking and at the same time trying to educate people what you should be taking with you in terms of identification. In case these people stop you unaware, you can identify yourself. May not be like say Namonitala Mohammed. Now you can go see yourself. On that particular one, I want us to talk about this because I don't want to come before. I've posted out a link for those of you that want to join this broadcast today. You can start coming in. I don't spend so much time in my presentation. For those of you that want to call in as well, you can start calling in while I'm giving this monologue, additional monologue. I've heard talk and say, for some of us who have been looking down on our country, regardless of what, the comfort that you find around you in another man's country is not enough for you to look down on your own country. Not invested back home, thinking that, oh, after all, you're already comfortable and all that. Even some of us will even get passports safe. I don't see people will get British passport for United Kingdom that committed, although those ones committed crimes. Committed crime, they were sent to jail. After the jail, they took the passport from them and deported them back home. Yes. So for me, these things are not 100% guaranteed. You understand? It's just a platform for you to triumph. You know, it's an avenue for you to set yourself. It's not for you to get carried away and look down and belittle your own country. Even though I know that our government have failed you and I, but it's still not enough for you to fail yourself, thinking that, oh, you know, consign me. At the end of the day, Nigeria not good, this one not good. It shouldn't be like that. Invest back home. If you never started before, start doing it now. Just start with a small thing. Even though a house safe, a roof over your head. Some of the people that will deport back home now, where they want to stay, some of them don't get house. And it's very, very expensive right now to stay in the hotel in Nigeria. Maybe the cheapest hotel now will be 20,000 naira. They want a village like that where anybody can knock on your door and mess you up. Right? So if you want to stay in a comfortable hotel, maybe from 50,000, 100,000 naira, how are you going to afford that for 2 weeks, for example, or for 1 month? So a roof over your head is very, very important. Let me take this call. You know, Love of God is my strength is on the phone. Hello, good evening to you, ma. Oh, I lost you there. Okay. Yes. How long are you people going to do this? Okay, I have someone else here. Mr. Wale, thank you very much, my brother, for calling in. Mr. Wale, are you there? Oh, what's happening? Everybody's calling at the same time. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Mr. Wale. I can hear you now. Good evening to you.
Okay, sir.
Please talk to us, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Abi, you are right about what you said about doing something at home. Anyway, before I go there, what that woman is saying, Mr. Abi, that woman she's lying. It's not the way it is. So people should stop giving false information. If I or whoever arrests you, and you're American citizen, right? No, even if they take you to this deportation camp, they cannot deport you. They want to even check where you are from, all these things. If you find out that you are an American citizen, they will leave you. 2 American people that he's talking about, those people that were arrested, they took them with detention for I think 1 for 2 days or whatever, a couple of days. When they released them, they sued ICE, and each of them was given $100,000 by the court. So all those information that was saying the truth. There's no way they can take your immigration for your green card for you and deport you. No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. There was something that she have done. So people should start giving false information.
Okay.
People should start giving that for information. That what she was saying. Now, the only one of the things I don't like about Trump, I hate him, is that okay, fine, you want to deport criminals, that's fine. But why are you telling them to go to the school, start arresting small kids for primary school, for high school, put them in detention, going to church, going to
all right, thank you.
Start arresting people, asking them. That's not fair. I'm sorry, that's what we have to fix. Whatever you know about to invest, please help us share it with us. Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to Madam Love. God is my friend. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Thank you. Sorry for that.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good evening to you. Thank you, ma'am. Please talk to us. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. The panel, comment section, our commentators, our panelists, Mommy Dasura, good evening. Good evening, Nigerian. Are you all right?
Yes, very good, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank God for that. I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you. You know, Nigeria watching, I think a time is not coming that maybe everybody could go their place. So, because this Nigeria now the matter don't tire me. Yesterday, I was not able to talk about it. I'm looking at the way Lagos State is. And this Lagos State, where are they getting the resources to keep it as good as that? Now, in my own place now, I will say Delta State, or let me just say South, because none of us have been there before they take knife, cut us for center. Now, nothing. When we go prove, say, okay, resources is coming from our place. Nothing for us to show. If we skip the time reach now, God, we are not praying for that. When they say everybody go on their own, where we want to enter? Nigeria watch, where we want to enter? Where Canaan, they don't do their place better. Then the resources where it's coming from, nothing is being done there. I'm not angry with it, but I'm just saying that I'm from Delta State to Robo Woman before I come to Nigeria. But I don't see anything when I want to say, look, this thing I do for me, look, this thing I do for my place. So if I want to bring somebody now from abroad now to come to my place, now Lagos State I won't put down. So we need to start thinking because something is wrong. They need to let us see what they are doing for Edo State and Delta State and River State and Bayelsa State. What they are doing for us, what we can see in our own land. We can't be taking our resources and we are not seeing anything. Something needs to be done. They need to look into things, what they are going to do to better our own country. With everything they are taking from us, our land is supposed to be like Dubai. Well, nothing we can show for it. We are waiting for road every time, waiting for bridge. Is that what we want? We want train so that we can move from places to places. Let me do that one. Congolese, when they were that retreat, the one showed us, it was the one who carried Tinubu on the head. Was shouting Tinubu, fighting everybody. Now, the way the IEP said, where they pray, make it say get document too, because the way he mouth they shake, go and pray. I don't want that thing. I pray make you get documents. Because this is the happen for America now. I dare want people to support Donald Trump, I will not lie. And why did I support him? I know. But now what he's doing is going too far. What he's doing is now behaving as white supremacy. Well, I'm sorry to use the word here. It's behaving like that now. So I pray that everything work out fine for all the people who they have taken their children and they deported them back. I pray that one day they will get united with their family. Now let me talk about the policeman. You see, the people that men to live after them. You think you can spoil somebody for your own country and you will run to another country. You want to run now, go and get asylum. What you have done, the evil, it has followed you to Canada. Nobody will give you citizenship. Nobody will give you asylum. Go back to that country where you don't spoil. What is care now? The Lord will give out to you. Next time, we will know how to do good. One eye for eye, you that's how I hear. But for me, yeah, the very good way you do, it will follow you. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
All right, my people, as we see them, that's what they're talking for here. For anybody that want to call in, the number is right there on the screen. You can call in. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Larry. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
And good evening to everyone on the platform. Mommy Diaspora. It's been a while since I called, but in the absence of my calls, I'm always my ears are always pitched.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just to add a little bit of context to this idea of investing in Nigeria. I've been in the UK for about 23 years, and in those 23 years, I've only been back to Nigeria for a cumulative 2 weeks. Is all. I went last week. Last year April to Nigeria, and I was astonished at what I saw. Obviously, the country had evolved beyond what I left it as. The Chinese are there, the Lebanese are there, every country is there. They see Nigeria as a place to extract value from. And I myself, it became very apparent to me that I need to invest in my country. I need to invest in my country, and it was a wake-up call for me. And I suppose, Mr. Elvis, you would testify to the fact that you've just completed your build, which obviously we're all very happy for you about what you've done. Anyone telling you not to invest in Nigeria, look, the time that I've started investing, and I'm into the property space, as you well know, I always say that I'm a structural engineer, so it's my profession. I'm into construction, and I only started in November, and the amount of people that I'm giving jobs to, I only started last November, just this November that passed. The amount of people that I'm providing jobs to, they are thankful. This is how you pour back into the economy. So you investing in your country, yes, you stand to make things, but there's a trickle down effect to other members of society, all the artisans, whether it's your plumbers, whether it's your ironmongers, whether it's your building experts, your bricklayers, they all benefit. So when we talk about creating value, you can only create value where you're adding something. And Nigeria for me, Nigeria for the Chinese, Nigeria for the Lebanese, Nigeria for all the people that have no family roots, no family ties to Nigeria. They are coming and they are investing. Nigeria, irrespective of what the government is doing, Nigeria is at a point where, let me explain. So sorry to take a bit more time, Mr. Elvis. I know you normally give 2 minutes, but please just give me a couple of minutes extra to put things into context for people. Whilst I was living in the UK, my predominant area was in London. London is completely out of my reach. I cannot afford to even buy a 2-bedroom flat in London. It is gone. That train is gone. That is where places like Lagos, Abuja is right now. If you don't jump on the train now, you are going to miss out on the opportunity. It's even for me as somebody who is actively investing, actively constructing in Abuja. Within the past few months that I've been there, I've seen the price movement, the upward price movement. It is scary, and if you're not on the train, you're going to get left behind. Don't let anybody tell you not to invest in Nigeria. Invest in Nigeria, but invest wisely and carefully. I'll use my time. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Mr. Larry. That's a wonderful submission. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much, my people. Like I said before, at this particular time now, what we should be prioritizing is how to invest back home. Although we know that most people who always kicked against investing back home, most of them, not all, some of them don't get anything. Let's say it how it is. They don't get anything. My brother and sister, they not get, they. So because they don't want to let you know, say no they will just rely on, no, how person go invest for Nigeria? It's useless country. A country that nothing works, this, that, blah, blah, blah. A panel your gets, madam no get, they. But it's not too late as long as you're alive. You can just at least have a building you can call your own in a secured environment where whenever you come back home, you can put your head there. Before people started calling in, I was talking about how people stay in the hotel. It's very, very expensive and it consumes a lot of funds to stay in the hotel. Because the people where they deport now, the question is, what about the one we don't get house? Some of the brothers we don't help, sisters we don't help, many of them not go put them for house. You don't know. I mean, I don't know, say most people in Nigeria don't have value for us. They don't care about you and I. They're only pretending when there's money. When the money is flowing, they'll be pretending that everything is fine. Yes. God forbid you don't get problem. They don't really care about you. So I will advise people, it's not too late, do something back home. I always advise people though, in case you want to do anything back home and you are not living in Nigeria permanently, then don't just build a house for yourself. Manage build two units of a house, or maybe two bedroom, only two, which in Benin we call them 2 flats. And keep one apartment for yourself whenever you come back home and put the other one for rent. At least you have somebody that is looking after the compound, someone that is also paying you at the end of the year, even though the money is not enough. But yeah, depend on the location anyway. At least someone that is paying you at the end of the year, looking after the compound, rather than you build a house for yourself. Because I have some friends who made those mistakes back then, who went to Nigeria to build duplex, 6-bedroom duplex, 3 parlor, 6 bedrooms, maybe 12 toilet and bathroom, and big boy. And at the end of the day, whenever you travel to abroad for 2 years, that house becomes useless. Today, many of them are regretting it. Some of them even converting it again, all over again, to turn it to flats. Yes, there's nothing wrong with you building a house for yourself alone. If you have the fund and you're already financially stable, that's fine. But for a starter, my advice is that try to invest back home. If you want to build a house for yourself, just build 2 units. You can start with that. No matter how small is your money, start with 2 units so that tenant will follow you inside the same compound. In case you don't do Nigeria, and my advice with that. Don't let anybody advise you may go build bungalow or duplex for yourself. Because if you don't do Nigeria, that house, anything can happen to it. Anything can happen to your properties inside. That's my take. And in terms of business, even the property we're talking about is also a profitable business. Like I said, depending on the area. That's one thing people don't understand. It's a profitable business. A lot of people have said, how can I use lots of money to build a house and it will take forever to get the money back? Depend on where the location still matters here. For example, you went to spend 100 million naira in a building in Benin, for example, maybe 4 flats. In Benin, depend on the area in Benin as well, but in most areas, and at the end of the day, you rented it out maybe for 500,000 naira. You understand? 500,000 naira for 4 flats. How much would that give you in a year? You know, that one will give you that's 2 million naira, right? You know, presidency, if you say disagree, what do you disagree with? You know, I don't like those kind of half statements. Next time, if you now want to write I disagree, you said I disagree, then you continue. This is why. For me now, I don't talk more than 78 things for years. Since I don't know the area we for disagree now. If you disagree, let it be a continuous statement. I disagree now. We need to go do research now for waiting presidency if you can disagree with that. I bet more let me do research for where our big sister for disagree. You know, anyway, let's come back to this. You know, if you invest, if you get it for a 2 million naira from 4 flats in Benin, where you are getting paid 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira, if we have to calculate it times 4, you know, then that will give you 2 million naira in a year. Let's say 100 million naira to build the house. Let's say 100 million. I beg, how many years I want to get that back? Let's say 2 million naira times 30 years, right? 30 years. That would be 60 million. So you need about 55 years to get your 100 million naira back. So the question is that in what time? 55 years minimum to get your 100 million naira back. I'll continue with this. I'm coming back. Let me take this call. Oga, please call us. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Hello, Mr. Eddie. I greet you.
Good evening, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate our viewers as well. You see, this issue we discussed on a very sensitive issue. It's very painful, you know, to have this kind of thing going on in a nation like America, you know, doing this to, you know, Africans. It shows that they are not after what they are not after us. They are just after what they can give from us, not what they can give out actually. And it has always been like that right from time. They are always at the end of receiving. They are always at the receiving end, while they always use, you know, African nations to their selfish ends. They come back, they expect our solid than natural minerals for themselves. Now that it's happening like this, the topic that we are discussing, so that I don't digress too much, is that we are talking about people investing back home, you know, so that if anything happens, they know how to get something to fall back on. You see, for me, it's neither here nor there, because if you talk about maybe somebody having a building where he's going to stay, actually, that is fine. We want somebody to have a building where he's going to stay. But when such thing happens, there is a further issue that has to do with the way of living when you get back home. If such thing happens to somebody, God forbid, you have to fall back to financial means of livelihood. You know, and if you look at Nigeria as a nation, you know, the cause of the problem are the people of Nigeria in terms of investing. Because a lot of us want to actually invest in Nigeria, but not everyone. First of all, there are so many criteria. Like one, not everyone has people with credibility or somebody they trusted that they can really entrust this business on their own. We just frustrate them. You know, some of them, they will build trust for a while and, you know, frustrate the person effort and just take everything away. Some of them will want to diabolically harm you. Some of them will want to physically harm you and put you in a place where you cannot even exist anymore. Then some of them have the spirit of this bad budget, you know, coming from the federal level where the bad budget, no trust. They've destroyed this trust. And it's a very big issue. So we have to speak to that. You get what I mean?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Diki. I appreciate you very much.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let me come back to what I was saying. I beg me when I not call again for now. I really want to give this information so that we can learn from this, you know. But before that, Madam Ifi have responded. Madam Ifi said, Madam Ifi said, building an investment in Nigeria is a pure waste of money or waste of time, right? Madam Ifi, I disagree with you, but I'll come to that. You see, Andrew said, she said building an investment in Nigeria is a pure mistake. My sister, I totally disagree with you. Property investment in the way to go. Only if you have the right people to handle it, not family. Okay. All right. Let me come to you, Madam Ifi. Madam Ifi, that perception of building in Nigeria is a waste of time. I understand that some of us have been hurt before in the past. And that memories are still there haunting us and restraining us from moving forward. To be honest, Madam Ifi, if you invest in Nigeria, like you go invest for some area for Benin, as I talk, I understand from my own state, where you go invest 100 million naira and get your money back in 50 years. That one, and that kind of one, now Madam Ifi, now they talk. You know, for me, I will disagree with that. I will not encourage anybody to go invest 100 million naira in a place where you will get your money back in after 50 years. But let's come back to investments. If you invest in a profitable area, although it's very expensive to acquire a land in these areas, I've always let people to understand that, buying land in upcoming developed area is not a problem, but you can buy it and secure it down for prospective profits. But if you need an instant profit, you need to invest in already developed area. For example, in Lagos, there's a place in Lagos you can buy land for 200 million, 100 million, right? Okay, let's do our mathematics here. Some of you, when they listen to me, so you get 300 million. Yes, if you see me put yourself together, maybe never reach, but if you put join and maybe invest, right? If, for example, say you buy land for 100 million, right? And you build like 4 flats there, well structured 4 flats, let's say 150 million, right? So that's 250 million naira. Now, that is your investment. Tenants don't enter. You get 4 tenants. Now, in that area, let's say your tenant, the minimum tenant can pay you there, let's say 5.5 million naira. Let's just say that 5.5 million naira. So let's do 5.5 million naira. 5.5 will give you that is times 4. Times 4 will give you 22 million naira. Now, 22 million naira, let's say times 8, just 8 years, times 8. Or no, let's do 10. Times 10, you have 220 million naira in 10 years. In 10 years, you have 200. Remember, say the money where you invest, both land and everything, start to finish, is 250 million naira, right? That's what we started with, right? In 10 years, you have 220 million, but it didn't end there. Remember, I say from beginning, your tenant paid 5.5 to move in. In Lagos, every 2 years, rentage increased. So, and me calculate 10 years for you now, 220 million naira is already standing. Whereas this same place, in 2 years, you can increase from 5.5 to now 7.9 or 8 million. I'm telling you, Lagos, you will get headache. If you see the way property is moving here, although I feel pity for tenants. I don't know how government can regulate that, but still, that's how it is. So if we have to do a proper mathematical review here or analysis, you go know say in 10 years, you go even make, in 10 years, you go make more than 350 million in a house that you spend 250 million for. That means after 10 years, your house is free and you have made all the money back plus profits. And there's also some areas where you spend £500 million and you make the money back in just 5 years. Both land and the building, let's say £500 million, you make the money back in just 5 years. All right? So I have a friend who built some area here in Lekki, and he's collecting 10.10 million naira. Sorry, 10.5 million naira. 10.5 million naira. And from the beginning, in that area, houses like 2 years ago was just 5 million or 6 million. Now it's now 10.5 in Lekki phase 1. 10.5, and they have 8 flats there. 8 flats. Let's do 10.5. More do this one for you, museum, because I want to educate some of us who believe that, okay, 10.5 times 8, that is 84 million naira every 12 months. 84 million naira every 12 months. So let's do this one times, let's say times 5 years, times 5. You have 420 million naira. You see, 420 million naira in 5 years. And maybe you spend £500 million naira, bought the land and the building. Maybe you bought the land, let's say 250 million or 200 million, and the building cost you about 300 million. You see now, so Madam Ife, if we have to talk about other areas, yes, I will agree with you that it's a waste of funds. But if you talk about some areas, Madam Ife, don't go there. No, you're good there at all. Is the best business right now, Abuja and Lagos. If you need further information, I will talk to me and I will educate you. I have one of our sisters from Ireland. Some of you are aware of this, but I cannot mention her name, who I actually helped. Although I'm not a build house for people, Mona not just want to say a build house for people. I'm not a build house for people, but she confided in me that she don't trust her family members. If she can put money in my account and all that, blah, blah, blah. Then she paid, at that time, she paid 20 million right to my account. But a week later, she paid another 20 million in my account. It was 40 million in my account. So I called her and her husband. Although I was talking to her, but I talked to her husband through her phone. And I said, Mama, you paid another money in my account. He said, I beg, no, your verse. I know, say I not take permission from you to pay this one in. I beg, keep on for there. I said, okay, no problem. You know, she bought a land very, very close to my house. I will just leave it like that. And this woman, they were having fun because I told them before they will start building, they have to come back home and all that. So she actually came with her husband and all that. You know, their building was start to finish immediately, start to finish. So they finished the house within 8 weeks. Then they finish their building. So what I'm trying to say here is that before they came to Nigeria, their 40 million naira was in my account for more than 8 months. Our sister is listening to me right now for more than 8 months. Because many people don't trust their family members anymore. You know, me now, since I was born, another person, but they shook for my eye. They shook for my eye. I'm not part of it. So although they tried to give me something and all that, I refused. But they bought me something when they were coming from Ireland, which I was very, very grateful. But for the money, I refused. No matter, even the husband insisted. No, Mr. Elvis, don't do this. Who will keep 40 million naira for person for more than 8 months like this, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, it's not my money, it's your money. But they bought me something that I valued a lot, which I took. I don't feel life for that one. But collecting money from them, no, I did not. So if you need the advice for free, you don't need to give me anything. I don't need it. You know, but if you buy me cold water, if they come from abroad, I will take I will take that one. But say you want to give me money, I will not take it. So let's come back to the reality. My dear big sister, Sister Ify, if you want to invest in Nigeria, beg not to go through family. There's a lot of agents that is going on right now, real estate agents. I would recommend a very, very profitable one, a trustworthy one rather, for you, anybody that is listening to me right now. You will never ever regret and going through that path. And you go there abroad, you will still be doing your job and you'll be having good monies coming into your account. That's how it works. You know, thank you very much, Amashallah. Please, I would like you to talk to us, my brother. Good evening to you. Because I said, well, let me talk today. This topic, a very big topic. I feel talk throughout the whole broadcast. And, you know, this kind of topic sometimes I don't even need panelists for the panel. I will only me go your talk, because I have a lot to talk in this area. Well, Mashallah, talk to us. You have 8 minutes. Good evening to you, my brother.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch. I greet member of the panel and our guys on the chat box. This topic has been a topic I've been quarreling with so many guys over a year. There's no way you are in the UK or abroad. One day you clock 70. You can't be here. Are you going to go to a care home as a Nigerian? I have worked in a care home before. I never saw a black person there. And we have black Nigerians there. Are you going to go to a care home when you are 70, 80 Nigerians? I can understand when you say property business is not, people say it's not worth it. We're not talking about building property. You may be in the UK, abroad now, you have your house here. But tomorrow, remember tomorrow you retire back home. They didn't say you should go and build one big mansion. It's a bungalow, sweet bungalow. Put one bedroom apartment there for a tenant. Put one gate man watching it. You have your 3-bedroom where you can, anytime you come to Nigeria, you can relax there. It is wise for us to invest back home. Like my brother said, if everybody on this platform in abroad is investing back home, building one property, all the bricklayers, all the engineers will all be busy. Nobody will complain. The best time to invest in Nigeria is even now because of the rates of the currency. Despite things are expensive, but you build. I can understand those who are scared of family relations taking half of the money. You give them money, they build 2 houses. One is for them, one is for you, which I can understand. Because back home, I encountered many clients like that when they are abroad. They're trying to build, but they don't trust anybody to release money to. There are many property developers now in Nigeria. You can have an agreement, you can have an MOU with them, sign an agreement with them. I, as an architect, I have a client in the UK here. The reason why he's still holding back, he has the money to build, but one problem we have in the country right now is security. Does it make sense? This is one part that all of them are saying. Does it make sense? I want to build a country home. You've had your children here in abroad. They've not smelled Nigeria. They want to go to Nigeria, but you want to build a house there. But what is the security level? That is another thing Nigerians are also looking at. The security level of building a house, and then you want to go there and spend 6 months. How secure is the environment? Forget Lagos. My aunt that said the Delta State is not developing. It is not the governors. It is our people. Auntie, our people. If you go to Delta State, you want to build a house, you have bought the land, you pay development fee. You've bought a land and you're paying development fee for who? And after paying it, it is the same Agbero set of people are the one collecting the money. Despite in Delta State, they've cancelled that kind of levy in the state, but yet they still disturb people buying land. You buy a land, they tell you foundation level, you pay this, decking level, you pay this, roofing level, you take it, and it's so bad that the communities are now the one giving you the engineer to build. I have a client like that now. He's complaining. I can't say anything on that issue because he's bought the land. The community has given him an engineer that will give him a bill. He does not know how much. He's a novice on the issue. So it's whatever the engineer gives you, you will pay. So, of course, if you buy land in such places, you can't trust them because they keep billing you every day. For the issue of the IG, Nigeria Watch, me as a person, the man is corrupt because the way he was brought after the issue of Showere in court, the next day is telling us about insurance. Insurance that we know that even though you have a bad car, insurance we know in Nigeria that they don't pay. And then suddenly, you say they'll be checking, you bring an information on 30th, I think 30th or 31st. Instead, 1st of February. Today is 4th. And I can bet you, if you drive through Guinea or a road, they will be there looking for insurance because they are all corrupt. Because of your corruption and the way you behave, even the man that the judge has denied, he might not be corrupt, but the dent and the stain of being a police officer is affecting you because when you were there, you didn't correct it. Now you have retired, it's affecting you. So Nigerian police, continue with the corruption. IG, continue with corruption. This your insurance bill is all about corruption to me. And an average Nigerian does not even trust you people again. Me as a person, if I see the Nigerian police, it irritates me. Getting to the UK, I cannot imagine that feeling of the Nigerian mentality of Nigerian police. And when I saw a UK police, they walked past me and I asked them a question. They answer politely and give me advice. You cannot try that with the Nigerian police. So, IG, your time is due. Shamefully, just retire and leave the place for somebody else to grow up and be an IG. Don't block people behind you. It is your turn to leave. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
All right, my brother Amashala, thank you very much for your wonderful submission. God bless you. I'd like to quickly appreciate Owanuele Frank. Thank you very much for your super chat earlier on. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Love of God is my strength for the super chat earlier on as well. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much, man. God bless every one of you guys. Press on the dollar sign. Bless you to press on dollar sign and a hard thing. Say this life, a person have to be very. Someone actually called me say, hey, if you show your success for this world, wahala go come. I will say, no, but now that person they face, so just press on it. Doesn't matter if now 100 naira, now you get 100 naira, 100 naira. Yes, just always encourage us. It doesn't matter. It makes us smile, give us the encouragement to do more that at least people cares. People that is doing it now, they are human beings as well. You cannot be watching them and all that. Always encourage us. If you check it, it's just few people within 10 people or so that is always doing this thing on this platform. Now only 10 people they watch us for you every day. Always encourage us. Don't push people to be silent and be authentic to you. Allow people to be free to be expressive to you. Thank you very much, my brother, for calling in, Mr. Alex. I better talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank
you. I just came in now and I opened my system and I found that the program is on and the topic is really very nice. Thank you for bringing this up.
They send your audio to me. They say now you say make I talk about this particular topic.
You have to come to Benin, come to Amagba and see the people are coming from America, especially. They don't rush like something they pursue them. These ones they have papers, so the way they are buying lands and starting their projects left, right, center.
You see?
Yes, now people are coming in. Advanced people in their 60s or 60s, 50s, and some few young people. So it's never too late for some people. You know, it's better late than never. For me, no matter how young you think you are now, how you are somehow strong. I have another sister in UK that I used to think, well, I'm not coming to Nigeria forever. I love UK. I'm British. I'm this and that. But Mr. Elvis, recently last year, my sister got the ask, how many houses I get for Nigeria again? I can't take this. So my children are grown up. The house is lonely. My husband is this and that. I beg, I can't stay here forever. She will soon retire, and she have seen it. This 20 years ago, she will tell us to hell. I can't come to Nigeria for what? That bad this, that bad road, this, that. Now she have come to her senses. Her retirement is very close. She is now renovating one of her houses because she will soon move down. You cannot be away forever. Youthful exuberance is not forever. We are not the only country with problems. Other people still move back home. So thank you for encouraging people. I understand the challenges, but we are not alone. Go to Ghana, it's the same problem. Go to Brazil, the same problem. But they still move back home. Old age is not easy in a country like a Western world with the code and everything. Like you said, there are good companies now. Real estate firm. You just need to be, to go through the right, sources. So thank you, Mr. Elvis. With this deportation left, right, center, apart from deportation self, it's not normal to live in somebody's country forever. It's not normal. Before you know it, you're already 50. You're already 60. It's like yesterday here. And you will not see the reality. Your bones are not the same. Even white people, they run to Lagos to buy houses. Go to some places in South Africa. White people move from Europe, from America, from Canada. They move because of the weather. The same thing in Ghana. They are running and they are wondering why we are not coming back. So please, I understand, but it's not as bad as sometimes it's portrayed. There are still good people who can help you. They may not be your family members. I understand families have also destroyed people's hope and trust. But you can still use friends. These days, even friends can even help you more than family. So, Mr. Elvis, thank you for this topic.
Thank you, my brother.
We are not destitute. We are not orphans. We are not bastards. We have a land. If not our politicians, we are better than Europeans and Americans now. We are better than them. Yes, I dare say so. If not our leadership. So, guys, let's think about having something back home. You will not do business with it. Everybody is not blessed or lucky to be like people who have multi-billion-naira projects. You can have something for yourself. Have something back home. In case of Donald Trump bundle you and your passports back home, you will not be in the street making videos calling for help on social media. Please. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'm still watching.
Thank you, my dear brother.
New gadgets, they are not accepting your link. Somebody's coming to help me fix it. I'm waiting for a software guy.
Okay.
So I will try to join the panel whenever I can.
Okay, then.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
God bless you, my brother. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right. Before I call on the next person, I would like to quickly say this, and I'll tally it up with the video that I have here. The reason why many of us in abroad today, specifically, are not doing well, the problem, the load that we carry from our family members back home is too much. May they not say I be bad person, may they not say I be bad person. Now it costs many of us today. We will not feel do better thing for ourselves for Nigeria. The load is just too much. Only you go train your sister, train the children and her husband. Only you go train your brother, train the wife and the children. Only you go carry this, carry that, carry this, carry that. You want to be a hero. Listen, you have to also prioritize yourself. We've never talked this thing before. Prioritize. In fact, you need to stand first before taking people. You never stand. They carry everybody, they put for head. It doesn't work like that. You understand? Now, I make some of us not get anything today. Like my brother Alex talked just now. You can start very small. Very, very small. All this area why they mentioned just now, people will wait, they say they want to invest. I know it's a very expensive advice I was giving, but yes, it's the fact. In case you want to get your money quicker. But if you want to get your money like in 80 years, 50 years, we still know the area we will still send you to. where you go invest 100 million, you go get the 100 million back in 80 years. Now let God know where you go there that time, the time we want to get your money back. So the kind of advice what they give you now, the advice what will know be that. Where you can invest $500 million naira, you will get your money back in 5 years. Where you can invest 100 million naira, you get your money back within 10 years. Yes, we know those areas. So may anybody not question me, say, oh, blah, 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 blah. If you want to do this, go for a profitable area. If you go invest for the area where say when you don't, where you go, you get money back in 80 years. I bet you do mathematics by yourself right now. So they listen to my voice. Plus 80 years with the age where you did today. And tell yourself, and not me tell me, you'll tell yourself how old you go there at that time. Like if I talk now, let go know where you go there that time. But you're by say 80 years plus. Let us assume you are 40 years now. 80 years plus 40, that's 120. I'm very good. I love this. This is a serious matter. I don't know why some people they make me they laugh. So 80 years, okay. Will I say that 120 years too big? More by say you be 20 years old now, you listen to me. And that one I go see sound way. You can't get your money back in 80 years. So 80 years plus 20. How old you go do that? This is still big, it's still big, it's still big. I will tell my loss. Listen, guys. Listen. If not be investment, you are not willing to get the money back, that's fine. And just invest for any area. But if you are willing, you are hoping to get the money back, listen, man, you got to listen to me. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Thank you, sir. Who they talk? I got someone with that. Okay, talk to us, sir. Talk to us. Good evening, sir. Yeah.
This life, this people who get that. Now who live to see those money we talk about, so person can die tomorrow, sir. Person can never one die now, but at least person look back and
But
front.
at least before you die now, you get children, you get, let them continue from where you stop now. That statement now selfishness, now selfish statement. Yes, it be like, hold on. It be like old man. It be like old man we want die. Hold on now. It be like old man we want die. Can they sell all the properties where you get children? That's a selfish statement. If you have children, anywhere you invest, your children continue from there. Because downstairs now mostly I always body start to bring a cup because me. Yeah. And I live like I don't know where I go die, but I visit back and front and right and left and side. I don't go build house, but I don't build house say I want call the money. I also build my house to see and guess exactly. I like that. I talk and just now say if the house where you don't need the money back, you can build it anywhere. At least when you get house. Very important, yes. At least if I go get one or two tenants, at least that you all there for them, maybe the compound now. So but those millions are the way you call now. So many people say the reason I say now I they break down for them, but not to they build their own one state. At least people want tenants all of their house. But not be say no, if someone look at 100 million naira not just too big like that if you look at well. All right, bye. Thank you. Oga Simon don't go to discourage with that for here now. But meanwhile, for some of you now we carry matter or family put for head. Listen.
Plan your life while you carry people along. Plan your life, number your days, plan your life. Don't spend all you have on family. Don't spend your own life carrying your brothers and your sisters. Yeah. You have a life to live. It's a hard truth. Plan your life now. Don't spend all your money on children's school fees. Look for a school they can afford and have something else for yourself. I remember one time We are looking for good schools around here. We had not started with us then. And I took my children to Benin. I got to a school. I saw the people. I liked the school. The ambience was nice. And when I got to the school, I asked them, I said, first of all, how much? He said, come in, I will give you the book. I said, hey, listen.
Come in.
I don't price what I can buy. How much? No, just come. I said, how much? They said, the teachers are from abroad. They teach well. They do this. They do that. I say, how much?
How much?
Every child here, if you are lucky, they can get this one. We have people, the opportunity abroad.
How much?
How much? As I was asking them, I was looking around. In case they just give me a price that's outrageous, I will look for something as a fault. When they give me a price that is too much, I will look for something as the fault and the reason why I'm living. And the next thing, they said 1.9 million. This was 2008 or so. 1.9 million. I just look around. I said, this building is nowhere kept. They say, what? That is not neat. It's not neat. I don't like, my children can't go to a school that's not neat. As they were talking, I was going. All I was saying was 1.9 million, 1.9 million, 1.9 million. And this is not neat. It's not neat. They say, what? I say, it's not neat. Will I spend all my life on children's school fees?
No way.
No. I love my children. But if they go to school, won't they eat? Won't they wear clothes?
They will.
Many of us today, what has imprisoned our finances is public validation. Looking for validation. Wanting to be told we are doing well. Wanting to be praised. Those who act like they have money don't have money. Real people that have money don't act like they have money. Real people. Have you seen all those musicians online that are buying cars, posting cars, say who is richer? They don't have money.
They're broke.
No. People that have money don't talk about money.
Are you serious?
They talk about projects. They talk about project and investment. They don't have enough.
So Davido is broke.
You don't understand. They don't have enough. No, they don't have enough. They don't have enough. You must get to understand that. Plan your life. Plan yourself. Plan yourself. Have financial capital. Have social capital. Have relationship capital.
Relationship capital.
Don't just have money. Keep good relationships. All the people you thought you ignore, just pray they don't get to power. They will do you something. So understand the place of planning. Why you plan for family, plan for others, plan for yourself. Live with a legacy mindset. Live with a legacy mindset. The man said, I am 80 years old. Was it wrong for him to go to David? No. Did he have a right to say no? Yes. Was it wrong to accept the offer? No.
Listen to what he's about to
write this down. All things are lawful, but not all are expedient. All things are lawful, but not all things are expedient.
Listen.
1 Corinthians 6 verse 12, 1 Corinthians 10 verse 23. Buying a car is the right thing to do, but it may not be the necessary thing to do.
You hear?
Going to a university where you can afford a polytechnic. Am I saying something here? All of these things you do. How will you pay your fees and believe in God? You put your hand in levels that you can't reach.
How will you sort it?
You are planning to do your masters in London. And there is a...
All right. Apostle Johnson Suleiman also mentioned, apart from advising you not to carry family members on your head, he also mentioned that you should invest in properties. Investment is very, very important rather than spending your money on cars. But if God don't bless you, say your investment is doing well, you don't have a debt because these things are necessity and you must have them. But say starting life with it, that's what is kicking against. Or carrying family members on your head to survive will become a problem. So my people, if you're listening to me right now from abroad, please do something back home. You don't know what tomorrow will be. Yes, Some of us have said, I can never invest in Nigeria, I will only invest in America or invest in Nigeria. Many of the people that have invested in America, and I wonder how they will how they could live their life now. Are you aware that I actually watched a video of one of these people from other Mexico or something like that, who said that he have investment more than $1.9 million and everything has flooded. I watched it on the Instagram. You know, everything. As the dog actually carry you go, that investment don't become government property. You are done and dusted. Some of you listening to me now, you have multi-million naira investment in abroad. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But you need to have at least a second insurance. It's very, very important. That time don't pass when people would talk, say, don't invest in Nigeria. Not trying for Lagos and Abuja. You get why? Not your trying. You know, and Benin is gradually coming up because I noticed, say, some area before where they pay 300,000 naira for rent, now it's already 500,000 or 600,000 naira. So it's gradually coming up. So invest back up. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like to move on so that our panelists can speak. Thank you. Let me come back to Mr. Prince Collins. Prince Collins, thank you very much, sir, for coming to the panel. I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you once again. You have 8 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Let me stay on a existing protocol, although I've made a call before and I've greeted my panelists and greet you all. You see, the issue is, can you hear me clearly, please?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. Yeah, is very, just as you said, property investment is a very tangible thing to do back home if you really have the capital to do so, because it's the turnover is quite high and it's very reliable, and you are confident when you invest on it, and there's no kind of reinvestment on whatever you put into property. And the history has never shows that property, depreciates, rather it appreciates. So if you have the source and if you have the opportunity and trusted people to do it with, you have the legal means, is a very good one. But just as you said, Mr. Elvis, just as somebody, had a counter words or argument against what you said, a lot of guys here abroad, rather, many of them, they are just struggling. They come in here, looking for greener pastures, and many of them, they struggle all the way for the first full decade to look for documents. And people like this, they get involved in many a job, and just to survive and send a little home. So when you talk about maybe 100 million, some people have not even got 10 million since they've been here for many years because they've gotten it, but they cannot gather it. It's not easy for them to save it to make it a bulk cash, because they are living just like somebody living from hand to mouth. Maybe on a salary of about 1,500 at most, and is living on a house of 700, bills, maybe have a child or a wife. Before you know, the time is going. So everybody don't have that big opportunity. And based on the frustration that I've discussed before, it's very easy to invest in other areas. So if you have trusted people, a lot of people, they're actually doing good investment. But if you one thing I want to say to those that are investing abroad, don't invest in foreign land if you don't have the legal right, to permanently live in wherever you are. Don't invest there. You cannot invest abroad when you have no legal documents to testify that you are either a citizen or a permanent resident. It's very, very frustrating when you do such a thing. It's like you are investing for nothing. So I think you have to check your situation, your category before whatever category you belong to in terms of resident, before you think of the kind of investment that you're going to do, abroad or at home. When you do both, it's not a bad idea, because most time, many of us, we invest back home, just as Elvis have said. Many of us, we invest back home, build a big mansion, and we build that big mansion. Where we are here, we are still living as a tenant, and we have our kids and family here, and we have a big mansion for our younger ones to stay back home. Then you see some of us, when we are getting old, we begin to live as a tenant abroad, pay tenancy fee, while we have a mansion that we have never lived for 3 years. So securing both sides has to do with you struggling. If you have a good contract, if you cannot pay cash to afford properties abroad, you can go on mortgage to secure a place where you will live, because whatever you now pay as tenancy or as mortgage belongs to you. It's a kind of reinvestment, and when you get old, you have a place to to run it to, and with your family that you are building here, because most of our children here might not go back home. Then you going back to invest back home is another encouraging thing, like bringing Nigerians back home from abroad. Now I know that it's going to take a positive dimension in future, because if we have these people being brought back regularly, I think there will be people to force the government to do the right thing, because I think because we already have the opportunity to live, most of us don't even speak when we are supposed to speak. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but God have reason for everything. I pray that God should continue to give those that are being given that opportunity to go back home the strength and wisdom to do the right thing and spring up again. Having said that, some of us, I think, if we have to, apart from property, which is the most lucrative investment back home, we can also invest on education. Education is not a bad investment. When we invest on education, maybe formal or informal, it must not be a formal education where you have to have a school where people have to, come with their bags and come and study and all that. It might be an informal education where people have to learn skills, where people have to acquire skills, and these are practical job that you can invest on, practical investment that you can do that can yield profit. People can come write agreement, you teach them what to do, they go into production. When they go into production, they produce goods for you and you sell, and at the same time you are empowering the people in the society, and you are contributing meaningfully to society. And we also have the idea of you, first of all, thinking about yourself. You as a person, you have to think about yourself before you think about other people, because that is what is killing us. I think Mr. Elvis have laid so much emphasis on that. When people begin to raise families where they don't have families, where people begin to pay for their family, I mean their siblings to celebrate marriage where they are not married, where people begin to build houses for their family to stay, where they are tenants wherever they are. These are issues that we are not saying we shouldn't contribute to people at home, because it's hard, it's harsh, but we have to be wise enough to do it in a way that it doesn't, produce negativity to our own part. So be smart is what is the words to you. Be very, very smart to know that it is you first. I remember those days when I asked my wife to come over here. So because we were not legally married then, they say, why should you do that? He's carrying his girlfriend. He never even come home, he won't carry a girlfriend. Now, when I asked my younger brother, I say, now you are going to do for you. Abi you going to fly away, you going to give me the tea for you. Me, I leave my wife, me, I can't carry you. At the end of the day, you deal with your woman for house. Then at the end of the day, after some time, they don't say they can't seriously with me when we don't build our family, because I'm going to build my family on this source. That is why I'm saying you yourself first. So thank you very much. I think we'll have more time. We'll discuss about it. Thank you very much, Mr. Digi. Thank you for your time, and my panelists.
Thank
I
you.
greet you all.
Well, sister, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Let me quickly move on to the next person, Mr. Oduwa. Please talk to us. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you. 8 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Niger Wash. Thank you for all you have
Thank
done.
you, sir.
Good evening, all the panelists. Good evening, Mommy in Diaspora. Thank you very much. We are grateful for your goodness, for your good work, for your kindness and patience with us, even though we misbehave or our dubious character. You still not push us away. Thank you, Mommy. We love you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Good evening, all the commenters, listeners, and viewers. Depends on your time and wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon. Well, the Trump saga. Well, for me, I love this thing that is happening. Very, 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 very. Because the fear of your country not progressing, it is because you have another place to go. That is the reason that police withhold tear gas. When people are agitating for a better Nigeria, everybody will run away. That is where when people want to protest, the other one will say, don't come out. If you come out, you are in trouble, this, that. It is because we have another place to go that will receive us. That is why we are afraid to fight for our land. We are afraid. I don't ask people. Our people are afraid of death. Yes. But the one that Mediterranean Sea become their Okagbes and their family, friends, and well-wishers. The one that the desert become their family and friends and well-wishers. If those one stand in the ground and something like that happen, their name will be remembered because they are uncountable. So if something like that, let's say it is protest, even if it is riot, that those kind of things happen, their name will be remembered. Because when today now people are talking of Lekki to Gate, the one we have lost in Mediterranean Sea or desert is uncountable. Lekki to Gate is not even up to quarter of it. But no one knows today. You can't hear of it. Because we believe that there's one country that will accept us when we just go there. But if all these people are in the country fighting for betterness, fighting their oppressors. So that is why when Trump said they want to deport people, we're happy. Especially the people that support APC. They have to be deported. Whether they have document or they don't have document, they have to be deported so that they can face the, according to the Bible, say whatever a man sow, that shall he reap. You cannot support evil and go to another country to go and be enjoying. No. You face and dance the kokoma. So that is one of it. Then the second of it is that Trump is going to kill America economy because a pride before a man. So when he feel that is too much, he forgot that their country go to other country and look for things to survive. He brag about America, brag about himself. He said he doesn't need anything from Canada, but Canada supply them light. He said they have forest and oil. It's not only forest and oil. You need other things from people. He brag Mexico are not deporting Americans. So, and he forgot that the world are using American dollar to buy something. So the people that you are deporting, did you allow them? Do you want them to be using your money? So Trump is going to bring down the glory of America with all this his attitude. So that is what I can say on that. Then for the investment, yes, it's good. Like we that live in Europe, like that we that come through the Mediterranean, it is very difficult to have those kind of investments that our people are talking about. But it is good if we invest home. Me, when I came here, my mind was everything I want to do, I will do it for. But today, I'm regretting or even buying land in my place, not to talk of putting anything in there. Because when I look to the environment, the people around me, the family, the friends, the communities, and everything, I'm frustrated. I said, if I know, those morning, I will have just put it here in Italy. Because now I want to have children. If I have children, they will not go back to Nigeria. The one I even have in Nigeria, I'm looking for a way that one will go further education in another countries. So if I build none, is it not going to be family property? And these are the family who doesn't care about your progress. That you are trying to say, let's do this. Baba Naija Wash, you see, when person, according to the Edos, he said, Owama Gboma, who is setting. So when house stand for person, that is the backbone, it is good. But when house did not stand for person, it become other problem. You see, I always talk about our resources, which is given us to outsiders. I always talk about cooperative. And this is where I blame our government, the Edo and debtors, those who are we employ as the governors, the representative. These are the people who cause the problem we have. That we think we are developing, but we are not developing. Because they just sold our land anyhow. We don't have a company. That is not development, because those land, the road that they create in those land they sold, if you get there, you know, or if you go there, you will know that this is not how roads supposed to be. So such environment cannot draw money because people did not think. They did not think in their brain before they started pushing out their resources. So for you to draw company, you must create environment. You must have a land that company will come and survey and say, yes, we can do this thing here, we can do this thing here. Then that will not bring the development that your state is supposed to have. The reason that we are saying we don't have money in those states today, it is because the company is not in that land. Why company is not in that land? It is because the people that lead us, which we call governor or House of Assemblies members, they don't have brain to think. They don't have brain to create anything. They just allowed, when Oshemole enter, it just allowed the community to start selling land anyhow they like. So these are the problem. Like our sister talk about data. Yes, the reason people will have want to, because like me, when I get to data, I love data because I love that white sound very well. I say, hey, if I have money, I will have. But I remember that when a soldier man was building the house, that time me and my brother, we took Smith to, what is this runabout to, forget this runabout, we just enter Worry. That when one soldier man was building house, it now become a
runabout.
that is just the first runabout. So Furu, yes, you are the one who said it's a Furu. So when we took Smith there that time, there was a soldier man that was building a house. It becomes soldier and community fight. What happened? They brought out the soldier man property down. All because come and settle this, come and settle that, come and settle this. Now, the soldier man, you now want to use, at least you have settled. But the settlements now become horrible. So the soldier man, we are now using the soldier power, while the community, we are not using Agberu power. So it now become fight. So in such environment, you cannot see a development. At least worry before even have opportunity for development because they have a big rivers. So these are the problem we have. We don't have the people that have the brain to think and say, if we do this thing, this land that you see Edo the other day, and you can sell one land for 2 persons, the community will not disturb it. It started with from this our Urobo brothers and our Urobo brothers. It was there they copied those things which they were not implementing. Okay, thank you, Mr. Nigerian. Thank you, thank you.
All right, Mr. Odowa, thank you very much, sir, for that submission. God bless you. I appreciate you. Mr. Abdul Malik, please talk to us. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show. 8 minutes.
Yeah, greeting, Mr. Nigerian.
Thank you, my brother.
Greet everyone in the panel. Greet Nigerian. This Trump of America deporting immigrant. You see, it's not started today. It's just because of this one is pronounced. That's why people take it like it's new thing. It's not new. It was not started today. In any nation that develop, they usually raid immigrant when you don't have document. Just some country, like they do it like every year, every 2 years. Yeah, they raid people that don't have document. They must deport you. It's their work. It's their immigration work there. Yes, it's not started today just because of this one is pronounced somehow. You see, Trump, for me, Trump, the way is operating, just because of last time, you see, when he was in the regime last time, before he left, he left. You see what happened? Coronavirus came, right? I pray such thing will not happen. It's not because that coronavirus was created by people. But I pray this such thing will not happen this time because most of the world leader now they are not happy with him. Even European country and some other nation they don't happy with Trump. Understand? That is for that. You see, to invest back home is very good. It's very necessary. It's very compulsory because you will not live forever in abroad. No matter how you live in abroad, one day your system, your body will be like telling you go to your home. Understand? Because you are old, you cannot get old and be in abroad. So what are you going to do there? You see the situation in abroad. Even there, you see how the old people how they live here. You see, in Nigeria, I advise people if you want to invest, it's good to invest, but even though your family is bad, you must have one person your family you are alive with, he like you. Everybody must not bad on the side against you, something like that. You must have one person, either your relation or your brother or your sister or your cousin or your sibling, something like that. You see, in Nigeria today, when you buy land is like something that's every day, immediately you start buy land that very day, is appreciating, it's not depreciating, you understand? That is investment, that is a life investment that it can never depreciate. No matter where you buy the land, either from the village, from the town, from the city, anywhere, it must be depreciate, it must be appreciate. That is land for you. But to go and you are living in the village, you feel like you want to go and build duplex in the village, which is somebody is not living there, or the house you don't put it on rent. It's like wasting of money. For me, because there are many things you can use money to in Nigeria, it will give you more money. Just like if you invest in like food that they consume. You understand? Because you can have some million, you invest like some factory, like they produce something like all those farming factory, understand? Like consuming something. That one can give you money every day. There is many things in Nigeria can give you money just because of our government. They don't know what to do because we have population. Country that they have population is like an advantage for the citizen to blow. No matter what you do there, you will excel because people are there to provide, to buy. But our government, they don't get it that way. That is the reason why now Trump is deporting people, right? Is America that play lottery every year? They invite 50,000 people every year, everywhere in the world, every year. Is the same American? But now it's deporting immigrant people, understand? Why they invite the pre-launching? Because they need people. They know the value of people. Yes. Because when they invite you, they know what they will get from you. Come and use your skill, what you learn to make the country great. Many countries comprise America. Not only how many people in America, indigenous America, is residents. They are the owner of America. Yeah, but many other world countries comprise America today. That is the reason why they are the great power of everywhere. Yeah, Trump, you don't know, the man is just like racist for me. Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch.
Mr. Dumalika, I love the way you end your book. I like the way you end your submission. Thank you very much, Mr. Nijawas. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Abdul Malik. God bless you. Thanks for your submission. We have Oga F. Manuel with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us this evening. Good evening to you. I beg talk to us, sir. 8 minutes.
Yeah, my brother, I dey hail you from here where we dey Texas. How you
doing? I hail you,
Pastor. This red man, they make people they run kitty kata, but you say it's okay. God has given us the earth. He said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. So wherever our feet step upon, say we should possess it. So for those of us who understand that, we are not shaking. They are here with day. But in light with what you have said so far with investing back home, please, my people, well, for those of us who are Christians, I want to refer us back to the scripture, because by the grace of God, that has always been our basis of the basis of our foundation. If you read the book of Ecclesiastes, I will advise anyone that is listening to me now, go back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11. If you can read 1 to 6, read it and get some wisdom. Because the person that wrote that part of scripture is Solomon. In verse 1, he said, cast your bread upon waters, for you will find it after many days. If I read further to verse 2, he said, give a portion to 7 or even to 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth, like the disaster of this deportation that is happening right now. Imagine you don't have anything back home. Where would you run to? I rest my case on that part. If you go back to verse 6, if you read down to verse 6, I want to pick that part. He said, in the morning, sow your seed, and at evening, withhold not your hands, for you do not know which will prosper, this or that, or whether both alike will be good. What is the scripture telling us there? It's very simple. In as much as you are in abroad, please, a little here, a little there. It's very important. That's the truth. Remember, Nigeria is a developing country. It has a lot of potential for those who read economics. A developing country is the best place to invest. If you don't know today, here in the US, it's already developed. It's already saturated to an extent. But back in Africa, we have the potential to invest. I'm not saying you shouldn't invest wisely. You should invest in such a way that for eventuality, somebody mentioned earlier, do you want to remain, if you're 70, do you want to remain in home care? My brothers, that place, if you go there, I've been there severally, it's not a good thing to see. The children of the world, they don't take care of their grannies. And none of us here will want to be in that kind of shoe. Let's be like these children of Issachar, please, that understand time and season. That's just the truth. A lot of people here are legal, but yet they are still fidgeting. They were living in a world of uncertainty, whether we like it or not. So what am I saying, brothers and sisters? It's very simple. If you come to abroad, I ask people, the first thing you should focus on is your status. Get your status right if you have made up your mind to stay. That should be your focus, number one focus. Clear that part. After all, the Bible says, 1 Corinthians 14:40, say, let all things be done decently and in order. So if you stay here, you come in here on a visit basis, and you overstay your time, already your status, you're already an illegal person. That's the truth. And as you're overstaying, if there is any reason, anything that makes you overstay, could it be for health? Could it be for anything? At least your doctor will give you a written note that no, you still need treatment for so period. Apply to immigration, they will extend your time, your stay. Or if you come and you decide, okay, my coming here, I'm going to want to stay. There are routes to make your status legal. That's the first thing. You know, the Bible says the wicked run it when no one pursue it. See, for those people that are scared, you have overstayed your time. And now this man now came in and he's implement what this guy did is what is in their constitution. Even the last administration, they deported too. But just like this guy is so rugged in his implementation. So it's not a new law. It's not a new thing. It has been there. So please, my people, for those who are legal here already, who are citizens, who have blue passport, as the case may be, that does not mean that you cannot invest back home. It's very, very important. Scatter it. Put here, put there, little there. Don't be scared. Don't hide under the share saying, oh, the people back home, they will stop my money. There are still trusted people. There are people, professionals that are into real estate that you can invest your money through them. If you add 40 years, 50 years with your age, you know the answer. You might not be as strong as you are today in the next 30, 40 years. I guarantee you. And the jobs here, with the advent of AI, artificial intelligence, things are changing every day. You might even be out of fashion. What you think you know might be out of fashion completely, and it will render you jobless. What do you do? What do you fall back to? So, my people, let's borrow ourselves some little sense. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. Say because I did US, everything now US, everything I will put on here. It's a highest risk. If you don't know, no matter how it is, Mr. Elvis has been saying it here. A little, even back home, it is bungalow, whatever it is, it's still a developing country. That's the juicy part of it. For those who understand economics, a developing country always has the potential to grow. So please, whatever you're making here, put a little there back home for eventuality. Even if it's not for your sake, for the sake of your children, is very, very important. The importance of it cannot be overemphasized. I beg you, please, my people. Then let's go back to Omoyele Sowore, where that guy has been advocating. His stance has not changed. So I will ask, well-meaning Nigeria, please let's put all our hands on this fight, because he is just a one man. We need to rally around him, see what he's doing. The likes of Dele Faro to me, the likes of Peter Obi. These are people that are speaking truth to power. I know we are also doing our own bit here, but let's do more. The voices are there, but they are too little. Elvis is doing his own, is still little. You know, it seems that the masses are just quiet. The voices is not loud enough. So that's why we need to please keep talking so that people can be able to have a little hope of even going home for anything. Because a lot of us over here fear this security, this and that, political turmoil, blah, blah, blah. We need to keep speaking truth to power so that tomorrow, you never know, things will be better. And you begin to put your hand on your head. Oh, had I known, I would have invested when the economy was like this. You never know. You never know. So, all denkba. So, I want to rest here. And maybe when they give me another 1 or 2 minutes again, I will round it off. Dr. CM, I greet you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Oga F. Emmanuel. Thanks for your wonderful submission. I'd like us to quickly move on to Black Panther. My brother, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, sir. Let Dr. CM go ahead. I'm in a noisy place. I'll come in after him.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Oga CM, sir, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Niger Watch. Excuse me. Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. All protocols duly observed. I believe I'm coming out clearly. I think the first thing I have to say is I welcome what the Canadian police, I mean, not Canadian police, the Canadian immigration did to maybe the Nigerian police officer. Probably they had a dozy on him. You see, it's really a shame. I'm just talking generally now as a principle. Somebody served Nigeria because he worked as a police officer, probably retired and wanted to go and take asylum in another country. Asylum, not that he want to visit. They say he's going there for asylum. You take asylum when your country or where you are being chased around in the sense that maybe they committed one crime, you ran away and they said you want to take asylum, or there's something like war or civil unrest in your own country. But as far as I know, that is not a reason. So the fact that they finished Nigeria and is going there, it tells a lot about Nigeria. That's what some of these things we have to reflect on it. We don't just see it as a piece of news, and then we just jump and go. No, police officer going there and they turned him down. So which means how rotten our system is. The Canada is aware, but why wouldn't they? Why do they have embassy? People think that they maintain embassy in your country because they want to come there. Whatever you say, whatever their embassy tells them is what they are going to take. If their embassy in Nigeria and Abuja tells them, the government back home, that this country is like this, that is what, because that is patriotism, that is what they are going to take. No amount of you going there with your jet, like Tinubu will go, or our lead, the so-called politicians, they will go there, say they are going to look for foreign investment. After talking to the businessmen or whoever you want to invest in your country, in Europe, the person we call the Chamber of Commerce, their own country, it will put them in touch with their embassy in that country, like say Nigeria. That is the embassy that will give them the final clearance. You want to invest this, be this, be this. That is the way it works. Because the embassy knows that the money they are bringing in is from their country, and they want them to come and make profit and bring profit back home. So if the environment is not conducive, there's no amount of maybe the president is discussing in France with all those ones are just nonsense. Or in discussing he went to UAE, all these ones are just rubbish. People should understand. So what the Canadian people are telling, or what the immigration told the Nigerian police, is a terrible shame. This is not the first time. Nigeria, we mess up big time. Which brings me to another issue people have been saying. Are we different on this Trump deportation? No, I do not support it. Particularly when you are deporting people that do not have immigration problem, just because of the color of their skin or what. The way Trump is going reminds me of Buhari of 2015, when he came in immediately. Everything I want to show them 97% versus 5%. All those things, it doesn't work. Let's put it this way. Somebody, let's say a Nigerian leaves Nigeria and gets to America for whatever reason. You regularize your stay. It's either you are born in America so that you become a citizen, or you as a migrant, you come in, you become a citizen either by through marriage, or maybe you go through their green card or whatever. Somebody mentioned the visa lottery. Yes, so many nights. If they wanted people to come in, they did visa lottery and there you came in. Now, where is the incentive for you to be clean? You spend all your life saying, no, I want to get my papers correct, and they want to deport you. Of what? Then what are you now telling people? What? See, that is the thing. I'm not against somebody who came illegally and then you committed crime. Even if you didn't commit crime, but you are there illegally, because illegally means you are not supposed to be there, so you can be removed. That's understandable. Or you come in, even if you are legal, you regularize your stay, but you committed a crime that they feel that no, we can't condone this, they will take you away. That is also understandable because of that criminal record. But the fact that you don't have a criminal record, and they start to deport people. Like I heard some people say, even if we thought, they say, for what? What are you now saying? So, which means, where is the incentive that if I should go there tomorrow, let me now go there and obey your law so that I can pass through the system. So you see, let us
No, Dr. CM, sorry, me, I believe that some of them are not saying the truth because it's not reasonable.
Exactly. Because this is purely common sense. This is purely common sense. You tell somebody, if you come to our country, if you are born here, you get a passport. If you are not born here, you want to be a citizen, this is the way to naturalize or to get your green card. And you followed it. In the course of following it, no crime. What I'm against is committing crime, because if you commit a crime, it means that you are the enemy of the state. If it's the one that requires deportation, let them deport you. If it's the one that you go to prison. And the good thing about all these things that the Western world is that when they say driving offense, say if you beat the traffic, you get this. They didn't say for white or for black. It's for anybody. That is one thing. That's why I like their system. They didn't say it's for anybody. I mean, for the special people, it's for anybody. If you fail, there you go. If you go to America, black people are in prison, white people are in prison for the same offense, hopefully. But the fact that you are deporting people that are supposed to be there, then what is the meaning? Anyway, I don't, like we said, I know America is the home of civil rights. All these things, it will backfire. That is what I'm saying. I listened to what the Prime Minister of Canada said. I now know that you see, for no matter how we play it, knowledge is power. Do you understand? A leader, you don't need to show muscle. Oh no, he's strong. A leadership is what comes out of your brain. There is something he said, he quoted what John Kennedy said about Canada because they are neighbors. When the thing gave me goose pimple. He said, how can you just wake up? In economics, is do me, I do you. If you put tariff on the thing that is leaving Canada to America, there must be something that Canada will also do to you. Have you done the checks and balances? How you are going to? But you just talk, you do all these ones, just like Tinubu said, subsidy gone. You didn't think it through. Yes, you will remove subsidy, but have you thought it through? That can we do it first? Or before I remove it, this will be the alternative. Or if I remove it, that money, that's what P2B is always arguing with him. That money you are using to subsidize the oil, now you removed it. Where is that money? Where did you put it? Show us. Oh, I put it in this skyscraper. We will know. So that is the issue. So the way Trump, I don't know why the man came. I've said it somewhere that Trump reminds me of Buhari of 2015. He just behaving. This is America we are talking of. Obama has been deporting. Obama deported, even Clinton. People say it. Obama even deported more. But there's what they call drama. You deport illegal migrants. To me, and they are not saying that the cost of, it happens. Something like going to people that came to seasonal workers that come to do a work in the farm. It's a common sense that the farmers, they need laborers in the farm. The real people that claim they are the owners of they can't do that type of job. It happens in every country. I remember when Ghanaians flooded Nigeria, they were doing the throwaway dustbin, everything. They call them kole kole in Lagos then. They were doing it because they felt that it's too demeaning for us. So those mean jobs that Americans cannot do, those with paper, immigrants will come and then do it. As long as those immigrants are not committing crime, even if you want to handle them, why not say we have seasonal migrants during the time of harvesting crops? You can open your borders, you come at the border, they register you. After that, you go again. People will do it, but that's what they call humanity, because that way you gain. You make sure that the farmers will now say the apple we are selling for so amount, we don't have any reason to increase it or tomato or anything. But when you do it like this, you want to say, make America great. I mean, this one is like a madman. That's why people are annoyed with Trump. Yeah, I never expected an America, the way he even talks, the way he started, I don't like it. It doesn't show civilization at all. That is the issue. Then on this idea of investing in Nigeria, yes, of course, investing back home is good. I wouldn't say it's not good, it's good. But there's a caveat. No two people are the same. We have different luck. Some people may go where some people may invest and reap. Others may still do the same, follow the same thing, and they won't get anything. So every investment is a risk. And one thing we did in MBA in those days, do you know what they said? They said the bigger the profit, the bigger the risk. If you buy something for 1 naira and you know you are going to sell it for 2 naira, your profit might be 1 naira. The risk is 1 naira. But if you buy it 1 naira and you want to sell it for 10 naira and they say it can be sold for 10 naira, the risk times 10. The risk is times 10. So that has been the way Nigerian this thing is. We know. I remember when they said under Obasanjo, when he came in with first term, 1999 to 2003, Obasanjo wasn't, things weren't the way. So he was pursuing debt cancellation. Then Okonjo-Iweala and Soludo came in. Central Bank, Bodo Augusto, Office of Management and Budget, OBS Ekwesili, due process. Nigerian economy picked up. MTN, people started flooding. Nigerians left abroad to go and invest in Nigeria. Some doctors, specialists, neurosurgeons. Wole Soyinka said his friend, he talked to him in Minnesota. He said, go. The guy left to go and establish a full-fledged clinic for neurosurgery in Lagos. He said the day the guy left, he told Soyinka all the equipment anybody where one may go take. Say he made a mistake. Because the moment Obasanjo left, the economy went like this. Yaradua started. He came in, no proper management. He couldn't follow. Everything was reversed. Everything just to show. Nigeria, we play politics with everything. They said, why? Obasanjo said all this oil refinery, they are not maintainable. Let us sell it off, use the money to do this or this. Yaradua came out. So many, before you know it, everything started diving. It took Jonathan to bring Okonjo because Yaradua discarded Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala at them. He want to put it full, just like a mini what Tinubu is doing. That is where he worked. I don't know. Unfortunately for him, he died. Jonathan Nang came in and then brought Okonjo-Iweala back. And they started. And the thing picked up again. You see, this is Nigeria. And people will tell you, there is vagaries. That's why I say it's good. But there's a caveat. Is buyer beware, investor beware. Do you know where you are investing? I wouldn't say you should do. I mean, home is the best, but you have to be careful. You look very well. If it's something that you know, because ordinarily, things supposed to be appreciating the way it is. But the mistake people are making is that a piece of land, maybe you bought 10 years ago, or 10 years ago, let's just say 20 years ago, you bought it for 1 million naira. If you go today, they will tell you, that 1 million now, that piece of land now, 40 million. You will say, wow. You will just check 40 minus 1, 39 million. That's what they call benchmark. You should have checked how much will that 1 million then exchange for US dollar, and how much will 10 million, 40 million today exchange for US dollar. If you get the same thing, you know that your investment is still the same thing. You have not gained anything in real terms. But I bet you it won't be the same. It may be less. Because the economy is not steady. If the exchange rate of naira to the dollar is what it used to be 20 years ago, and whatever is appreciating now is a profit, In the UK, it used to be 1 to 1.5. Since they left EU, it's around 1 to 1 to 2 point something or something. So telling you that it's really here, so you can now invest. That is stability. Our exchange rate is not, but people believe that carrying big money is what makes you rich. Under Jonathan, minimum wage 8,000. I mean 18,000. But you can buy 2 bags of rice at the rate of 8,000. That is foreign rice. Local rice 7,000, 6,005. At least 2 packs of rice with 18,000. Today, 18,000 times 5, it gives you 90,000. So your minimum wage don't increase 5 times, but you can buy 1 bag of rice. You see it? So this is how investment is. That's why some people may say they won't do it. Yeah, it's true, but that's why be careful what you. To me, the best investment anybody can make in Nigeria, if it's possible, is farming. You can never lose.
God bless you, sir.
The only thing you lose is God punish you if not you do. God punish you the owner if Fulani herdsmen remember your farm.
That's what I'm about to say. That farming is before now. It's not lucrative anymore.
No, farming is still lucrative. It's lucrative.
It's not because Fulani herdsmen will not allow you to survive it.
No, if we allow you to survive, one thing is let's do cooperative.
Yes. Odua. No, because Odua is in Italy. Italians know no matter how rich Italy is, agriculture is still one of their mainstay. We know that. So the thing is this. See, if man alive, I don't know who was speaking. Now farming be like a hard drug in Nigeria. Can you bring out something? Because hunger, that is the investment you can never go wrong. Let me tell you,
Mr. Sam, you're correct in this farming, but then you are not going to be there physically. If you are abroad, you are not going to be there physically. Those farmers you are going to employ. Those farmers you are going to employ.
See, listen, that is part of the risk. You when they build house for Lekki, you think saying all the whole nail, then go account for you. Risk there. Cement income, risk there. So
Mr. Singh, I beg no verse. Make I use 30 seconds of your this thing. There is one place now in Oyo. That is, I'm looking for how to get their contact.
Okay,
there is one place now. Even they can farm for you. Just agreement, you deposit your money. They can farm for you. So that I'm trying to get those people now.
Yeah, it's good. There's one I saw. I think a woman. Is that or your cassava? Now the woman special. If you see the cassava, just like field, they don't harvest them. So let me tell you this. Like people are saying, in Anambra somewhere in one local government, you plant cassava, you will get them. You don't need to go and harvest them to begin sell. The people will go buy them, so they want sell them for market. You go there, then go uproot them from the ground. If they uproot the amount where they want, you tell them the price, they go pay you. If they uproot them, the quantity is okay, pay me this. If you no pay, not be your own, they must pay somehow. So what I'm trying to say is that hunger is too much. So the only
but if you are not on ground, it's not easy the way you are saying it. You are not on ground.
The risk
we are talking about Nigerians in diaspora.
Okay, listen. The risk is this. Even when you a diaspora, they invest in Nigeria through your housing, it's still risky because na person you go trust, the estate agent. So, like Odua was saying, if you meet such a farmer, I like this idea, Odua. I encourage you do it, but be careful. Make sure that the terms are clean. You invest your money because you can't lose unless there is flooding. Now you go spoil agricultural product. Otherwise, the mouth will go chop them. So you can't say you don't hear person. They say Gary for market. He say now wow today I no just sell all the Gary white. Now lie. He must sell because hunger day. We know it now. Hunger day. So thank you, Niger Watch. So that is the funny side. I mean the good side of what we are saying about investment. Yes, we have to invest at home, but there's a caveat. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. I have to give you that long to round up. Thank you very much for your submission. Black Panther, if you are there now, please talk to us, or we are going around for the final submission.
Hey, thank you very much, Naija Watch.
Thank you,
I
my
have to
brother.
come outside to deliver my message. I'm supervising some areas. I want to thank you for what you are doing and what you will do, because I know greater things you are going to do, because God is with you. I want to thank you very much for this. I want to thank Mommy Diaspora. May God bless you, Mommy. You will live long for us, and we'll continue to learn from you. And God will keep you in good health in Jesus' mighty name. I want to say something here that that we all should.
Sorry, Mr. Black Panther. You say you are supervising people who they want to deport. I don't understand the words.
I know this right way on the pot too.
Well,
don't let them go put my name for an international airport for Nigeria. Because
I don't laugh more.
I want to thank the viewers and everybody that has been speaking, and I want to thank Dr. CM for a good analysis. Dr. CM almost got in, but you are still at the corridor of the whole issue. And then Mr. Odua, Epa Odua went in, but he's still at the middle of the door, in the middle of the room. I want to say thank you all, and I pray I can be able to get into the full room as we go on. I want to thank the commenters. May God bless you all. As you listen, please don't cut it short. Don't be greedy. Just click on the like button. The reason is that YouTube will take this video to the ends of the earth for us. Many will see it. You are also ministering. As we are talking, you are talking by participating with your own little way of, pointing on the like button. I want to thank you for doing that. I want to say that, you see, Mr. Dr. CM, you see that there's always a consequence. Like you always say, there's a consequences for voting the wrong way. This is one of the consequences of voting the wrong way. And every one of us are going to pay the price, either by your pocket being lean, or either by some people that don't care about documentation because they feel that they are on top of the world. So many of them will be crying. Even children are being taken from their mom because their mom does not have papers, and their kids are being handed over to the government to take care of. America does that. And like those people that were talking today on the other show, I would not like to mention the name. Most of them are not telling the truth. There's one thing we humans have. We have pride, and we have this ego. We want to show off. And many people don't like when they are in Nigeria and somebody that were beneath them now went to somewhere to prosper. They get jealous easily, but they will not show. But they're from their countenance, they get easily jealous. And as time goes on, the jealousy will be showing. So I want to say here that some people lie a lot. You see that man that was a citizen that was deported, that was what they wanted to deport. You see, it's just like you now. You are in UK. You find yourself among your friend. One of your friends was in a place. One of your close friends was in a place. So you did not. Most of these blacks, they don't carry anything. Some of them don't even have cars, so they don't even bother carrying their ID to anywhere. So they just go like that. So he was caught at the wrong place at the right time. And when people are doing something, they'll line you up. It's all over the world. That's the process. It's all over. They'll line you up. Everybody start showing your documentation. So he could not provide it. Then they have to take him to the office. Now they have to call their home. He has to call his home so that they will provide his birth certificate. You can see that he doesn't have any document with him. That is the point blank truth. Forget about this. That lady that said, he had a problem He had a problem. It was illegal. There was a problem he had. He doesn't want to say it. There was a problem he had before they now said they are going to, take your green card from you. They don't just take your green card
Don't
from
mind
you.
the Black Panther. They lie too much.
They don't just take your green card from you. You must have committed a crime, but if you have a good immigration lawyers, they will go in there and talk their lives and they will save you. Have a bargain and a deal. They normally have a deal. They have a deal and that's all. It's just like when you are clearing your tax, when you are taking your tax from the government, you can strike a deal when you are here, when you have a problem, and they will lower the money you are going to pay back. I have paid back before. It was not the fault from my side. It was fault from my medical provider. It was fault from them. So I had to pay back almost $2,000. It wasn't much anyway. So these people are not telling the truth. They are not telling the truth. And if you are going out, it doesn't mean if your ID, your driver's license have every information that they can think about you is right there. There's a place they will swipe it. It's like your credit card. They will swipe it. Everything will show on the data. So what she's saying is that they are trying to. They don't want to say the truth. And Nigerians, they like all this saying what happened, but they will not go deep and investigate what really actually happened, so that they'll be able to send that same good information to others. That is quite clear, because your ID card in Texas law, your ID card there are two types of ID card. If you have an ID card, there's a golden stripe on it. If yours does not have that golden stripe, you put it on the camera, that golden stripe you show, you cannot travel out of the country. If it doesn't have that golden stripe, you cannot travel out. Neither can you do anything with that card. The one they give to other people, they don't have that thing. Because different ID card, the one they give to students is different. The one to give to a citizen is different. The one they give to people that don't drive is different. So Nigerians don't want to learn. They just come, you come from Europe, you enter diving, bra. It is in Europe you did something happen, you enter problem. So you can't tell people wrong information. Things happen. There's mistakes everywhere. On the immigration thing here is that it is not what we think. It is called the white fear. I will say it loud. It's called the white fear. I'll bring the book here where I will show the book was written by a great scholar. And exactly that's the playbook. And the playbook is also attached to Project 25. That is the playbook. And we have seen this for long. We that try to study a little bit, we have seen it for long. We said it, and we know the kind of person. That is why when they were talking about Donald Trump for a year, I said, no, what they talk. He's not going to help anybody. Presently, he has put a peg on South Africa now. South Africa is facing I don't know what is pegging on them now. He wants to give them their own coin of the whole thing issue because of the issue they have. And I will say something about it. There's one thing we should know, that it is going to there's a fall. There's going to be a fall of an empire. An empire is going to fall. The Roman Empire was leading the world, they fell. The British Empire was leading the world, they also fell. And the first empire, I forgot the name again, is keep my all the time. The era of the empire, how do I put it? Empireism. Let me use that my word, empireism. The era is dwindling down. And the reason, my first reason is that if you guys are following the BRICS, BRICS, as we are standing here today, BRICS has taken over. It's just a matter of time. Because more than half of the population of the world is right in the household of the BRICS. And as we are talking here now, the third largest populous country in the world has joined the BRICS. And they are not only coming in with resources, they are coming in with everything. They are about to do what? They are about to de-dollarize the world. That is their purpose. And this thing will lead to the fall. No matter what the era has come, the Bible says there's always a set time. When the set time has come, the earth will be shaking. That is that word, the earth will be shaking. is about to be shaken. And this man, instead of listening, instead of following what is going on, instead of playing the politics of the world, he's trying to do what is called known as the white fear. I know many people that understand that I've read, they will understand what I'm saying. So these are what is happening. I would like to say here that the era of the falling of the empire is intact now. So I want everybody to go and study the BRICS. The BRICS are yeah.
Black Panther, what if
Yeah.
US want to join BRICS?
They cannot join the BRICS. They cannot be. They'll be like Nigeria is just Nigeria is an associate of BRICS. So they will come and become associate. They will not be a full member because who is leading it is the Chinese. The Chinese the Chinese have already taken over. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, but if they allow America join, you go neutralize this thing. You do
No. The BRICS, you not go feel neutralize them because the BRICS are not going to take away the dollar. But they want to neutralize the effect of the dollar around the world to make it more minimized so that it will not affect developing nations. That is why you see China is going into Africa to invest, Asia to invest, and China has taken over that bay that the American president was talking about. That bay, China has invested in that bay, and he wants to take it, but he cannot take it. He can only sign an agreement because as the Secretary of the State of America has gone, the agreement that was signed. Sorry about that. The agreement has been signed, so they can allow the American warship to pass through that channel now. So, but the big warship cannot pass through it. But let's put that aside. I want to digress, but just know that the empire is about to come down. Go and read about BRICS, please. I beseech everyone for because it's going to benefit Africa, and this is the time for Nigeria to key in because it's going to benefit us. All this problem we're having, we're going to break loose from it. So I want everybody to go and study the BRICS. I'm still studying it with data that they are pushing out. And I want to say something here today that what investment in your country is the greatest investment you can have that you can call your own. I repeat again, the investment in your country is the greatest investment you can have that you call your own. What you have outside can be controlled and dictated. It will dictate your destiny. But what you have in your country, you are in firm hold of it and you can maneuver it no matter what it is. You can still maneuver it. So that is why investing in your country is one of the greatest investments it can have, no matter how the losses hit. But just let us try as much as possible to start investing in Nigeria. Investing in farming. You can go into farming. It's not about tilling the soil. You can go into animal farming too. That is one of the big investments you can do. Sorry, my dad was just a few seconds. That's one of the big investments you can do. And another thing, information I will give out there, the monarch, the Hussein monarch that was slapping and cursing was arrested and he has been suspended indefinitely. And then they are prosecuting him to court by next week. Thank you. I send it to Naija Watch WhatsApp. The video is there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Black Panther, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all that you do. I would like to quickly take a call. It's quite late. Madam Love God is my strength. You're calling continuously. So I would like to quickly hear what you want to talk about. Please talk to us, man. Guys, press on the like button. We're going to have our final submission right now. Madam Love God is my strength. Are you there? Hello? All right. She's not there. I'd like us to move on. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Okay, she's calling back again. Hello, thank you very much, man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's late now. It's 11 o'clock here.
I was trying to call in and the thing just drop off. Please, I just want to ask Black Panther. Black Panther, Nigeria is not a member of BRICS. I don't think they're member of the BRICS. They are not.
Okay.
And maybe you should answer that. You should answer that.
No, he said they are associate.
They are associate member of the BRICS. Go and find it. It's on Google. It's
They
there.
are associate members of the BRICS.
Yeah. But what's his name? Tinubu is having a fight with Donald Trump now. They're having problems together, sending messages and having a serious argument between themselves. We don't know why. We don't know what is happening. So let me leave that. I just want to ask about the farm. I'm really interested because I'm trying to look for a place, get a place in Nigeria to start doing farming. And that is the aim thing. That's what's happening in Nigeria. And I'm hearing about a lot of things. Like, I have someone who is farming in Nigeria and is making a lot of money. It's got cow, it's got everything you can think of. So I will advise anybody who wants to go into farming. It is really, really good. Please, let's consider.
Thank you.
I really need an advice a lot on farming. Please, I really need it.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We're having 2 minutes final submission, and so we can round up. I'm going straight to Amashola Gay. If you're still with us, sir, please talk to us. 2 minutes.
I'm still here.
Thank you.
I'm still here. Concerning the investment issue, like we have seen it, it's not only building a house to invest. You can go into farming. People have already suggested already. Going to farming. Then if you're not too if you don't know much about farming, it's just to find out with any farmer that is serious to invest in their business. Have a discussion with them. I think that's another way out, apart from building. But for the building issue, I would like every Nigerian outside Nigeria to build at least a 1-bedroom apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment for yourself. There is no way you will say your children will never come to Nigeria. One day, one child will have interest and want to go and visit where his father is from. So I will say on this panel that every Nigerian go back home. If he's half a plot, put a 2-bedroom there. It's not even much must make money. The rent you get in the house will not change you. We are not saying you go and build a mansion. No matter how small, do it. Even though you don't have the full money to do it, we can build in stages. Foundation to DPC, DPC to roof, and you roof, and then do finishing. It's not that expensive. By the time you have like 10, 20, or 15 million, you have put something on ground. So I will claim our indulgence to make sure that we all invest and have something back home. For Nigerian issue for Nigerian police, I think it's high time we all speak more against their corruption, because indirectly they're giving us a bad name. I may not be a police officer, but my police in my country are corrupt. That's a slander on every Nigerian in Canada now. That Nigerian is going there for asylum and then is being slandered that is a corrupt person. So it's not a good thing for us to be having Nigerian police still spoiling. They are spoiling us at home. They are still going outside to spoil us. So that's all I only have to say. Nothing much. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, Amashola. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Oga Prescoli, sir, your 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would say about the farming stuff of it. If people want to go to other part of farming apart from short-term investment in agriculture, like maybe maize, cassava, and all that, we can also invest in animals like piggery, poultry and fishery. These are lucrative business, and maybe palm oil. Palm oil is a very, very lasting and durable investment. Once it start producing, the production never ends. So that's it. If people are looking for places close to town in Edo, for instance, especially Benin City, Benin environment. You can contact me. I have got enough land if you want, to acquire for any type of agriculture that you want to. And it's just 94, 1194. It's very close after our local. So that is about that. It's going to be as cheap as don't expect. You can go on permanent buy, you can go on lease, it's available. Then talking about investment, I think it's individual centered because some of us not really get reliable person to do this job, and some of us they maybe they are from a family of 2 or 3. The mom is no more alive, the dad is no more there. There's no relatives. So when you talk about maybe somebody that have one brother or one sister, and he has relocated the person back here, and he doesn't have anybody back home, those kind of people, they won't be thinking of investing back home because nobody's going to stay on it. They don't even go home. So I think it's individual difference. But if you have the opportunity to do it, you do it when you know that it's necessary. If it's not necessary for you, you must not do it. That is what I'm saying. It's person centered. Look at yourself. Look at what you need. Look at what is necessary for you. Look, if it is relevant, then you can go into it if necessary. So, but those that are going into it, that have opportunity to go into it by way of investment, is good. Then we talking about investment, house. For me, house building a one apartment, that is not the kind of investment I'm thinking about because having a house is not an investment. That's just where you are staying. Something that will give you a return in future. That's the kind of investment I would expect us to talk about. So thank you very much, Mr. Najawas. Thank you for our time. I appreciate all my panelists and the viewers at home. And I say congratulations to each and every one of us. Thank you.
All right, Alga Press College. Thank you, sir. You say having a property that will give you a return at the end of the day, that's what you expect us to talk about. That's what I talked about today.
Yeah, no, now just what some from like some of our panelists are saying, okay, you need to have one apartment or 2 apartments. I think that's not investment. That's where you are going to stay. So investment is something that will give you return. The one you said, those are lucrative one. No, Elvis, that way you talk, that one are big man investment. That not be poor man.
No, I mentioned both sides. I mentioned both sides. I mentioned
Yeah, I
the
understand. I
highest.
understand. No, the way you analyze it, the way you analyze it is quite clear. The way you analyze it quite clear. And the way the return comes, especially in a strategic place, is a very good thing if you have the cash. It's even more better than investing in any other part in the world.
I mentioned that if you want to wait for a long time, invest a long time returns, yes, you can go buy a cheap land in any area and wait for this area to develop for you to start benefiting from it. Then I mentioned on an immediate returns. So the immediate returns are the expensive ones, which are but I know the sell land, I know the build house, so I can quit tell you on this, but I'm just telling you guys how it works. Thank you. But meanwhile, so I know the build, I know the
You
sell.
go soon start to build house. So
Leave my, I never know the
you go soon start to build house and sell because you are a competent hand.
Mr. Elvis,
Thank you,
if you have a client that needs a fine design, you can contact me.
Okay, sir. No wala. Thank you, Oga Mashallah. Thank you, my brother Black Panther. God bless you. Mr. Odowa, sir, your 2 minutes, sir.
I beg, Baba Najawash, I beg. I go day last. I did on call with my, I beg.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Abdul Malik, your 2 minutes, sir.
Good evening once again, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
You say Canada judge deny asylum to retired Nigerian officer. Imagine a country when somebody is pension officer, you went to another country to seek asylum. Asylum is meant for people that, like where there is a war, or if something like politics drive you from the country, like if something is like you have something you are not settled in the country. Somebody that is retired from government is going to another man's country to seek asylum. What a shame and disgrace to our government. They cannot even fix 1 or 2 things for the citizen. I don't know the type of country we are living. Every day, they don't even see how other countries, they govern their government. They govern their citizens, sorry. How can somebody retire officer? You serve a country. You make a peace in a country, officer, police officer. Is not easy something. People that make a peace in the country, and he went to another man's country to seek asylum, just like a refugee. How we have a long way to go. If we don't come together and fight those politicians, we will continue like this. Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, Abdul Malik. God bless you, sir. I'd like to appreciate you, Thomas Mary Edibo. Thank you very much for becoming a member on our Niger Watch platform. I'm very, very grateful. May God bless you. Thank you so much for being one of us here. All right. Oga F. Emmanuel, if you're there, sir, your final submission. Oga F. Emmanuel is not available. Black Panther, if you're there, your final submission, 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Niger Watch. Thank you for this little hour you are giving us. We are still going to start extending this because we are at the peak period where we need to send a lot of message concerning the electoral laws. We need to really dig in and really make a great investment. If it's goes for us to sacrifice some hours, if for us to contribute some stuff so that we can get a good internet for Mr. Elvis, we are going to make that sacrifice because we need to send this message out. There's power in the voice. There's power in our tongue. And when we don't make use of the power in our tongue, I guess what else can we do? The little we can do from far means a lot. So that we set a platform as we come in, our conscience will be clear. And when we go in, we know what we are doing because it's a seed we are sowing for our future and for our generation. Yet the generation coming, our children and others. And I want to say something here. The reason why there's a fright in the atmosphere now, and I'll give that video. I'm going to send a video, and I want Dr. CM to research on it. There are two chaps from Zimbabwe. They are inventing. I've seen it, and I'll send the video to you and Nigeria so that people can do more further research because this is something that is threatening the world now from Africa. Now, look at this how it goes. This guy presented, I forgot the name of the stuff, but I had a lot on my head. He presented a manufacture a sort of electromagnetic stuff that will bypass this energy that you are tapping from the atmosphere. It will take that energy and convert it in such a way that you don't need to recharge your car or your panel that you put for sun to come in. You are not going to recharge again. It will store it and you don't need anything. That thing will store it to a maximum peak that you don't need to be recharging every day. And the guy produced a car, and that car is being doctored by Chinese in Zimbabwe now. He put those things inside. You don't need to recharge that car. That car will be driving till you throw the car. You don't like the car anymore. And he even produced a bike on it too. So these are the things that are threatening the EV company around the world now. But China has invested, and they went in. Some people came in. Sorry, Niger Watch. Let me just conclude by saying that some people came in and they took off one of the inventors. But the Zimbabwe government has now gotten hold of that guy now, and the guy is trying to see how he can manufacture it. And this is an avenue for us to dig in. He has produced a plant that can take a whole village. That there will be no, the thing will go down at all. So I will send the video to Niger Watch and Dr. CM, and who cares to want it? I will send it to everybody so that everybody can go in and see what Africa has brought in to threaten the world. And a lot of things is going on, man. A lot of things is going on. That's why I said the empire is about to fall. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you, Oga Black Panther. Okay. Oga CM, sir, please talk to us. 2 minutes. Final submission.
Okay. My final submission. Thank you, Black Panther, for what you said, particularly this deportation, because when you listen to people narrate that they are deporting, you then tend to wonder, is America has gone mad that even if you are well settled there, they will still deport you, put you, and then say if you didn't show ID or carry ID around. Well, at least it's good to hear a different opinion or different from a different source. So thank you for that. Part of why we come here is either to rebut certain things or to embellish it more or even to put another perspective to it, which is why we are here. We don't manufacture news here. If Trump is not deporting people, we shouldn't be discussing deportation from US. Having said that, yes, please, like when to round up on what we said, investment is good. Let us all try and invest at home for what it is worth. I mean, it gives you the dignity, the honor. It is good for what it is, no matter. But only the caveat is that just be careful because of the type of society Nigeria is. Be careful who you trust, be careful who you partner, be careful how you go. If you can navigate, people do it. Even with all the what is it called, the traps everywhere or not criminality, yet people still invest and then they are reaping it. Nigeria Watch is is a good example. So if others can do it, you can do it anyway, but only just be careful. That is just the thing. Think twice, look at it. If it's white and it's a liquid and it's in a bottle, it must be milk, according to the Spanish. If it walks like a dog, dances like a dog, cocks like a whatever, it's a dog. So that is just the thing. If it's too good to be true, my brother, think twice. Just use your common sense. But in the end, be alike, you must fight the cost and get your investment. So I leave it here. Thank you very much, Niger Watch, for the time spent. Thank you. We are back tomorrow again. And good night, everybody.
All right, Augustine, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, everybody. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Now, God bless you. Thank you for your time with us today. At least we've learned one or two things on this platform today. You know, in terms of investing back home, it's very, very important. Don't let anybody deceive you. Yes, we understand that Nigeria is not working how we want it to be, but that's not enough for you not to invest back home. You know, you need to invest back home and to avoid the story that told what is currently going on right now in America. A lot of people are in pains. We pray, affect you. More put it like that. Thank you, my people. Now, God bless you. Now, thank you very much, Amashola, for coming in today. Oga Prince Collins, thanks for coming in. Mr. Odoa, thank you. Abdul Malik, thank you. Black Panther, thank you. Oga CM, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Oga F. Emmanuel, for coming in as well. Those of you that call into the show, Oga Samuel, thank you. Wale, thank you. Thank you. And the love of God is my strength, Mr. Alex, and many others that call in. I appreciate you all, my people. Then I appreciate every one of you right here. Those of you that supported the channel today, thank you, Frank. I appreciate you. Love God is my strength. And thank you, Thomas Mary Edibo, for joining the membership. I'm very, very grateful. I appreciate everyone of you right down in the comment section. Mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Kingsley Ogerahi, Jacob DF. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, Elisam Gedo. I can see you right there as well. Thank you very much, Ijidema in the building. God bless you all, my people. Peggy Monday, Divine Cross, Uyi Desmond. I appreciate you all.
Niger Watch.
Yes.
Please let me just pass this information out. If you know that you're skeptical about and you're a citizen, you don't have your driver license is not available. If you got to go and apply for a plastic e-passport. It's like a card, a driver license, put in your wallet. That anytime you go, you can present that one to even the police and everything. Nothing will shake your document. Everything is inside. So I would advise you put that in your wallet. It's just like your regular driver license. You can put that on your this. Apply for it, get it. Anywhere you go, you don't need to carry any big document. That one is enough. It's enough for you to even travel to any part of Europe itself. So I would advise people to get that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Black Panther, for that vital information. My people, we've come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again. Fingers crossed by God's grace tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, so we can continue from where we stop. Guys, press on the like button, help us to share. For those of you playing our video back later on, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and so that you can join us here on a live broadcast where we can chat with each others. We are here. We're not fighting anybody. We are here calling out our government to do the right thing. As you and I know that Nigeria is not working. We want Nigeria to work in our time. That's why you see we are gathering here every day. I appreciate every one of you, my people. If you are here because of that, please stick with us, glue with us, and let's do this always together. My people, now here we draw the curtain. Take care, good night, and bye for now.
That's right. Yes. There's power here tonight.